morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my neighbor.
Good morning to life.
Good morning.
Music. Talk. Inspiration. In perspective.
Express yourself.
Good morning, my neighbor.
Citi FM, your station.
It's a refreshing lifestyle.
Citi FM 97.3.
And civil service delivery. So at the back of the book, see Robert Hinson in his bow tie.
Yeah, man.
And Julius Deborah has, as they say in Ghana, he has talanku for his side.
Thank you.
Wedge. Cool. You know, it's a very good book.
Sure.
I've started to read portions of it.
Nice one.
There's a managerial tip on page 23.
Sharp.
Sky.
Yes.
Robert Hinson and Julius Deborah have written a book.
Hey, which of the Julius is
The one you know.
Hey, Professor Virat.
Yeah, and the title is Citizen Experience.
Thank you.
You know, because we're in the business festival,
Uh-huh.
and Professor Hinson is one of the curators of the management boot camp.
That's right.
He is the Oshokwik
So
of customer service in
Yeah.
Africa.
Mm-hmm.
He says Africa's public service crisis is not a resource problem
Right.
or a technology problem.
Mm-hmm.
It is a design problem,
Bravo.
a leadership problem,
Mm-hmm.
and a cultural problem.
Thank you.
And unlike resource shortages, which require external investment to address,
Mm-hmm.
design, leadership, and culture are entirely within the control of the institutions and leaders that are responsible for them.
Okay.
Then he concludes the transformation is possible.
Bravo.
The question is whether there will exist to pursue it.
The transformation is possible.
The question is whether there will exist
to pursue
to
it.
pursue.
That'll be the whole story.
So the whole matter is
Pursue.
Yeah.
political way.
pursue the thing. No, it's powerful. The book has a number of
Correct.
chapters, and I want to urge people to read it.
No, they should buy it first.
Correct. There's the experience deficit, chapters 1 to 4.
Uh-huh.
The leadership imperative, chapters 5 to 8. The system redesign, chapters 9 to 14.
Mm-hmm.
And the people transformation, chapters 15 to 20.
Beautiful.
The national agenda. I know on Tuesday when I was driving out, I heard you say that you are tired of discussing flooding.
Yes.
So one
Right.
day, without informing anybody, I'll come and read the book on air. That day you say, you say gong 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 gong. They know this. You remember those days?
Yes.
So when I come after I play the song, I say today, start chapter 1,
You go deliver.
chapter 2.
Yes.
You won't the newspaper review,
And
nothing.
then read the-
You won't- whatever the press won't say anything.
Go, 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 go.
When we come, no,
Go, go,
today,
go, go.
season experience as the new social contract. Then we read. Then chapter 2. We'll read the citizen experience failure cycle.
Uh-huh.
We'll read it every day.
Yeah, but we can read some, but not all of it. Intellectual property law matters.
No, he wants me to read it.
Oh, really? He's giving you the permission.
He's giving
Okay,
me
he's giving
at
that.
all. No, I'm very serious about it. So he's saying that a lot of our problems are a consequence of
Yeah.
poor leadership and bad mindset. We don't need plenty money. We
That's
just
right.
need to change our behavior.
That's right. That's very, very important.
Yes,
That's
that
very-
was the business sense, and it was brought to us. Who sponsored business sense these days? It's ABSA. Oh, still ABSA.
Yeah.
ABSA, okay.
Yeah.
Solid. ABSA says going green is not just about saving the planet.
But
It
it-
can save you money.
Yes.
Install solar panels and cut down your power cost. Get an electric vehicle and reduce what you spend getting around.
Oh, yeah.
Switch to energy efficient equipment
Oh,
and
ABSA.
lower the cost of running your business or home.
ABSA.
ABSA can help you finance all of it.
ABSA.
The ABSA Green Finance Loan
ABSA.
gives you what you need to make it happen.
ABSA.
Walk into any ABSA branch.
Yes, sir.
Ask about the ABSA Green Finance Loan.
Yes, sir.
And say yes to a greener tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
This loan is available for certified green projects only.
Zoom.
Certified green project.
Yes, so terms and conditions apply. Now we're also bringing you the newspaper review segment.
yes.
It's brought to us by Zonda Tech,
Sharp.
a one-stop automobile shop. Yesterday they delivered again.
Hey! Brothers are chopping
My God.
We win our family.
Wow.
And our family nothing.
They delivered a white poet peacock.
Oh.
You see the peacock there?
I saw him.
Yeah.
I saw him. Tear rubber.
Yes, the
one that looks
They say, Zonda Fui, Zonda Fui, yeah, the city for. You know, Zonda Fui, Zonda Fui, yeah, the city for.
Enjoyment commissioner.
No, this one is not for me.
I know.
It's for the brethren.
Very well.
So they are on the George Okabush highway.
Okay.
They are also on their way to Ivy's house. That road.
Yes. Coming to 25 or something.
Where there's water, and all that is
Finally, switch to Fidelity Bank today
sharp.
and enjoy amazing benefits.
Yes.
From lower interest rates, higher loan amounts, personalized financial support, and a smile that lasts. It's time to switch and smile wider with Fidelity Bank. Toll-free number 0800 003 355. Fidelity Bank, believe with us. Newspaper review segment.
Yes.
Network.
Yes. So the Ghanaian Times says this morning, Ghana opened for business. President Mahama woos UK investors. And he's touting stability and economic recovery. Also on the front page this morning, $250 million investment to transform Damang mining operations and integrity key to building trust in institutions. And as I said yesterday, if you have integrity, nothing matters. If you don't have integrity,
nothing matters as well. Yes, please.
Daily Guide this morning, Mahama hints at returning gay bill to parliament, and 31 amendments have weakened anti-LGBTQ bill. This is the minority. Now, there is tension in the NDC over flag bearer race. Photographs of Seydou Nketia, Julius Deborah, Haruna Idrisu are all here. Now, on the Akunta mines, it's reported illegal miners. This is the ex-minister, Western Regional Minister Kwabena Akoto-Mensah. He testified in court. Now, government to establish largest gold refinery. Sami Jemfi is speaking here.
Okay, let me take you to the Chronicle for this morning. The big story says Damang owners prove capacity of local mining companies. Also on the front page this morning, Edu Wahin wins key legal battle at the Court of Appeal.
Okay.
And something here that says Africa cannot remain a market for others' ambitions. Again, this story I read much earlier during the week. That must have been yesterday, Alex, that they quoted here.
Yes.
And then Otumfo Bedu Bonsu the third is the new Ahantahene. Let me take that properly. Yes, because I might. Yes.
So take it again.
Bonsoy.
Okay, Bonsoy. Okay. Otumfo Bedu Bonsoy the third, according to you, is the new Ahantahene.
Sorry. Well, Daily Democrat leads with Alex Dade's story as well. Africa must deliberately build business champions. President Mahama unveils bold plan to end crude export dependency. Why critical minerals matter. Justina Nelson is writing here, and GRA boss rolls out new digital tax system. Another story here. Greater Accra intensifies flood prevention measures ahead of heavy rains and protecting the vulnerable, exposing the reality of child abuse.
Talking about going green, I have the soft copy of the Daily Graphic for this morning. Reset agenda wins investor confidence. £215 million UK deals signed. This is coming in from the president's visit to the UK.
Sharp.
Also, African Games contracts. Auditor General goes after 580 million Ghana cedis in losses. Something here that says government awaits flight permits to evacuate more Ghanaians from South Africa.
The New Republic styrofoam ban. EPA sacrifices $1.2 billion industry, 1,200 jobs, food packaging prices to rise. No problem.
Okay.
And Parliament okays election of MMDCEs, but will power really leave the presidency? Big question here. Anti-LGBTQ plus bill hits procedural wall.
All right, I'll take you online, citynewsroom.com. Road maintenance contractors threaten protest over 6 years arrears. This is a big one. Gamanche unveils plans for 500-bed children's hospital at Kolebu.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Ghanaians prioritize governance over partisan politics online. This is Imani's Pulse survey.
Nice.
Meanwhile, Ghana has suspended South Africa evacuation registration after 1,500 sign up. The demolitions are going on. Ablekuma Central Assembly demolishes illegal cattle ranch on waterway in Aboso Kai.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Kofi Adam says World Cup ticket distribution to Black Stars fans will be transparent. Guys, so you don't have to worry.
Okay.
It will not be on mother side, father side.
Yo.
Meanwhile, Ghana has secured 120 jobs for Ghanaian evacuees from South Africa already.
Oh, beautiful.
So 120 jobs for them.
Beautiful.
Channel 1 News Online, GPRTU clarifies confusion over 20% fare increase. You know there are two stories here.
Yep.
One group says the fee is 20%, another says they have nothing to do with it.
Basa.
African values under threat from globalization and xenophobia.
Okay.
This is Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin,
That's
ahead of a
right.
big conference on
Father,
Wednesday.
oh, Father.
Abronya says my remand is one of the worst decisions in our judicial record. It's big one there. Meanwhile, community service bill, Parliament suspends sitting over lack of quorum.
True.
And then commuters stranded for hours as massive gridlock hits Ofankor Achimota Stretch. Well, I need to report that this morning we saw that there has been an improvement. I
Yeah.
think yesterday they went to patch the pothole.
patched the
Apparently there was
pothole.
some leakage
Okay.
or something. Major Online this morning, Ghana-South Africa relations remain intact despite the xenophobic attack. This is President Mahama. Kofi Adams says no government role in World Cup ticket sales. And Roxanne Dafia McPaul says anti-LGBT bill Mahama calls for further review is perfectly in order.
Okay.
High Street Journal has a headline I know you like. Accra's flood crisis is not just in discipline. The city has outgrown its drains.
Okay.
Completely.
Expert warns.
Completely.
Okay.
BBC, how health workers in DR Congo are treating Ebola and staying safe. In fact,
Big.
5 patients have recovered from Ebola in DR Congo and
Nice.
leave hospital.
Solid.
So the DR Congo case, it shows that we can deal with Ebola.
Yeah, but the spread is worrying.
Yes.
If you read what the WHO is saying. About.
Meanwhile, Nigerian police are warning against reprisal attacks against South Africans because tensions have been rising in South Africa in recent weeks following several anti-immigration protests.
Yeah.
And Nigerians are also bearing the brunt of that. GNA finally, Mahama hints of plans to pass local content bill. And Volta region is one of the most peaceful regions in the country.
Of
This is
course.
the Interior Minister.
Of course.
Where do we start from this morning?
Well, shall we talk about the flight from South Africa?
Yes.
Okay, if you go to the e-version of the graphic for this morning, there's a story you'll find on page 14, I hope. The story talks about Ghana suspending
Yes.
what they call a flight from South Africa because they want to do some proper due diligence. So the story is by Pacom Emmanuel Damale. It says that the government is awaiting the finalization of flight permits by South African authorities to allow chartered flights to move in and evacuate all registered Ghanaians home. The minister responsible for foreign affairs, Samuel Attah-Mensah, has said. Now, during an interview on the sidelines of the Korea Africa Foreign Ministers meeting held in Seoul yesterday, Mr. Blakwa said all was set for the next batch of evacuees to arrive in the country. There's a quote here that says, I can assure you that all is set for the next batch to arrive. We are just waiting for the South African authorities to finalize our request for the flight permits so that our chartered jets can move in and bring all the Ghanaians who have registered back home. Now,
a quick follow-up on that.
Okay,
The Foreign Ministry said they've secured 120 jobs for South African returnees. This is the Julian Audamia Sari, Channel 1 News reporting that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has secured 120 job opportunities for Ghanaians being evacuated from South Africa as government moves to ease their reintegration into society. The jobs, according to the ministry, have been offered by Ghanaian business owners in response to a call for support for citizens affected by xenophobic attacks.
Beautiful.
I like this when Ghanaians come together to support each
It's
other.
lovely. Meanwhile, the president says that the xenophobia undermines Africa's progress. President Mahama has called for renewed African solidarity, condemning xenophobic attacks across Africa as it's threatened the continent's development and undermined efforts to build a more integrated region. Addressing a town hall meeting in London, the president voiced concern over reports of attacks on Ghanaians in South Africa and recent repatriations involving African nations.
All right, now
okay, let's stay with the president because he's been speaking in faraway UK on a visit there.
Yep.
And page 12 of the Ghanaian Times has that story It's by Julius Yelpeteche, and it says President John Dramani Mahama has urged investors in the United Kingdom to consider Ghana as a prime destination for investment in Africa, citing the country's stability, democratic credentials, and improving economic outlook. Now, speaking at the opening of the Ghana-UK Investment Summit in London yesterday, as part of his working visit, President Mahama said Ghana stood out in a rapidly evolving global economy where investors were seeking reliable and forward-looking markets. Now, he noted that Ghana offered, quote and unquote, political stability, democratic maturity, strategic geographic access, improving macroeconomic fundamentals, and a government committed to creating a transparent and investor-friendly business environment.
Staying with the president, he has indicated that the recently passed Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill, popularly known as the Anti-LGBTQ Bill, could be returned to Parliament if substantial legal or procedural concerns are identified during the review process preceding presidential assent. He was speaking during a question and answer session at Chatham House in London yesterday, where he said the bill still has several constitutional hurdles to clear before it can become law.
Let me deal with two built environment stories. Road maintenance contractors responsible for clearing gutters, desilting drains, and maintaining road shoulders to help prevent flooding are threatening to stage a protest at the presidency about what they describe as 6 years of unpaid arrears. The contractors operating under the Single Man Contractor Association (SMC) say they have not been paid for their certificate for their certified works carried out for the Ghana Highway Authority since 2020. Despite several appeals for settlement, in a petition to the president dated May 25, the group called for urgent intervention, arguing that the prolonged delay had created severe financial difficulties for members. The issue comes at a critical time as the rainy season intensifies across the country. Second story has to do with our flooding. The Ghana Institution of Engineering is calling for an overhaul of Ghana's flood management system. The story is on Channel 1 News. It says the GHIE is urging government to urgently reform the country's storm water and flood management systems, warning that existing drainage infrastructure is no longer adequate to handle the combined pressures of rapid urban growth, climate variability, and rising flood risk. According to the institution, Ghana's current approach to flood control focuses mainly on channeling stormwater through large drains, but it has become outdated and ineffective, particularly in densely populated cities such as Accra. Then the last one in that same field, Accra's flood crisis is not just indiscipline. The city has outgrown its drains. So this is engineer Eric Eduam corroborating what the institution is saying. It says Accra's flooding systems, Accra's flooding stems from both indiscipline and outdated drainage infrastructure, warning that clean drains alone cannot solve capacity constraints. So these are very important stories.
But now, talking about the environment, there's an editorial in the Chronicle of today. You find that on page 4. That says, is MPA really helping in fighting galamsey? Somewhere in there, they say that what concerns the Chronicle is not that the MPA is deliberately supporting illegal mining. Rather, it is the possibility that regulatory gaps may unintentionally be creating an enabling environment for galamsey to flourish. This is not an accusation. It is a call for vigilance. At a time when rivers are turning brown, cocoa farms are disappearing, and entire ecosystems are being destroyed, every single state institution must critically examine whether its policies and operational decisions are helping or hindering the national fight against illegal
So for example, the chain of supply of diesel to these chamfans and things, can they trace it better and say, if you don't show certain certifications, you will not be sold the diesel? These are some of the questions that we ask.
True. Now, Greater Accra intensifies flood prevention measures ahead of heavy rains. The Greater Accra Regional Minister, Honorable Linda Obeniwa Oklu, has announced intensified measures to prepare the region for the 2026 rainy season as authorities move swiftly to prevent flooding and protect lives and property. Addressing a press conference in Accra on Monday, the minister disclosed that the Greater Accra Regional Coordinating Council, in collaboration with the National Disaster Management Organization, Metropolitan Municipal and District Assemblies, MMDAs, security agencies, and other stakeholders, have activated emergency response systems following recent heavy rains and warnings from the Ghana Meteorological Agency. She noted that the recent rains had already caused casualty and destruction in some communities, making it necessary for authorities to heighten preparedness across the region.
Still on
Details
this,
page 2 of
the
Daily Democrat.
Abose Okai area has come up for mention. So remember Ablekuma West did some demolition.
Yes.
Ablekuma Central is also demolishing an illegal cattle ranch on a waterway. Again, I think a lot of this is because of your advocacy last week.
Yeah.
The Ablekuma Central Municipal Assembly has demolished an illegal cattle ranch located on a waterway at Abose Okai near the ICGC as part of efforts to reduce flooding in the area. The exercise led by the MCE Frank Cancer forms part of a renewed crackdown on encroachment along the drainage buffers, which authorities say significantly contributes to flooding in the municipality. Mr. Cancer said the structure had existed for about 3 years, despite repeated warnings from the assembly. And then he said that the assembly carried out the demolition in collaboration with relevant stakeholders after sustained engagement.
Okay, let me take you to the Economy Times, because we're told government is to lay radical cocoa board reform bill in Parliament soon.
Yeah, that has been in the news.
Yes,
for some time.
IMF demands for flexible farm gate pricing. The story is by Adams Mohammed, and it says in the most sweeping legislative intervention in the history of Ghana's cocoa sector, the government is set to introduce a landmark bill in Parliament within the coming weeks to radically restructure the operations, governance, and financing of the Ghana Cocoa Board. Now, it is designed as a historic legislative overhaul to mandate 50% local processing, abolish foreign syndication loans, and introduce quarterly price reviews for farmers. Now, the structural overhaul aims to permanently dismantle decades-old operational inefficiencies mandated.
All right, Sky, let me clarify this confusion about fair increment.
Yes,
So Channel
yes,
1 News has a story here that GPRTU has clarified confusion over 20% fair increase announcement. Now, Eyewitness News yesterday was interesting. In the initial part of the show, it was announced that there was an increment. Then another gentleman called in at the end of the show from the GPRTU saying, "Bede, they haven't done any increment." So Deputy Industrial and PR Officer of the GPRTU, Samuel Attah-Mensah, has clarified the circumstances surrounding recent confusion over a reported 20% transport fare increment. This follows comments by General Secretary of GPRTU, Godfred Akoto, who stated on Eyewitness News that the initial statement circulating about a 20% fare increase was fake and not authorized by the union's leadership, suggesting that it may have been drafted and circulated without official approval. However, speaking on Channel 1 Newsroom on Monday, June 1, Mr. Attah-Mensah maintained that the statement in question was legitimate and issued with the knowledge of some leadership members. According to him, the statement was intended to draw attention to delays in engagement between transport operators and the Ministry of Transport over proposed fare adjustment. He explained that the operators are under significant pressure due to rising operational costs, including increase in spare parts, lubricants, insurance, DVLA charges, and other inputs needed to run their business.
Spare part costs have gone up.
According to the drivers. Because the Aboso people say this. It's not
We
true.
have arrested the dollar and things are now.
According to the spare parts dealers, this is not true. But transport fares are, according to many watchers, they deserve some increase, particularly looking at fuel prices. Mr. Attah-Mensah said the leadership had attempted to engage the ministry through the GPRTU Coordination Council, but the process had been delayed, contributing to frustration within the sector. So we are not sure whether they will implement that change today or not.
Confusion.
I want to end with a cartoon by Akosia in the Daily Guide. It simply says Day SHS TNT Wahala. And it has students of day schools around the Castle Junction pleading with private vehicles for lifts. Apparently, they are having transportation issues.
Sky, you know what worries me? When we were young, we had school buses.
And they took
The school I was,
for free.
the bus will come and pick you from your junction and take you home. These days, it's very difficult. Yesterday, there was a massive gridlock in Accra because of one pothole.
I tell you.
So for me, the question I have is it that the way Accra is designed, one pothole can bring the whole city to a standstill? This pothole was at Apenkwa.
Yes.
Apenkwa Junction here now.
Yeah, maybe it took 2 lanes. And there was traffic everywhere.
But how did the pothole develop? Did you
So
appear
there's a
overnight?
leakage. They filled that pothole like 5 times. So there's
All the
some
time.
water drainage pipe or something that is under.
Okay.
So there's always water there. And so whenever you fill it,
Charlie.
it's still... So I don't know whether they have to break the whole thing.
That's an engineering
I
problem.
don't even
And perhaps use pavement blocks too.
I don't know. So
'Cause this one,
yesterday,
it
they
goes
went
for
to do
again.
the thing. So now it's relief. But trust me, by next 2 weeks, it will come back.
Then
Unless
we
they
need,
use something else.
Charlie, we
They
need
should use
proper-
stones.
Yeah, we need
They should
proper
go to Jerusalem and get one of the stones.
No, better we can remove the one that is
No, the stone for the cathedral. They forbid it. That stone will stop.
The stone the builders rejected.
The head
They can
of
build the pothole.
that stone will stop everything.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Fast approaching 7 o'clock. And Tele Netiajaho is joining us with the Citi Business News. Good morning, Tele.
Good morning, Bernard, and good morning out there. You're welcome to the breakfast edition of the Citi Business News. It's brought to you by MTN, EcoBank, and Goal Good Energy. Coming up, Bank of Ghana sells 17.6 billion Ghana cedis in short-term bills to manage markets liquidity. Chamber of Agribusiness Ghana also pushes for rice industrialization strategy to unlock $8.5 billion economic gains. And later, the Office of the Registrar of Companies highlights stronger corporate governance requirements for limited liability companies. We have details from day 2 of the Citi Business Festival's Honor Series. Let's settle for the details now. The Chamber of Agribusiness Ghana is proposing the immediate adoption of the Ghana Rice Industrialization Strategy, warning that the country faces major threats despite recording domestic production. The Chamber says Ghana is grappling with the paradox in which local rice production continues to rise while imported rice dominates the markets, leaving large volumes of locally produced rice unsold. There's more in the following report.
According to the Chamber, Ghana produced approximately 900,000 metric tons of rice during the 2025-2026 season, representing an 18% increase in output. Despite the gains, more than 1 million metric tons of paddy rice valued at about 5 billion cedis remain unsold in warehouses nationwide. The situation, the Chamber said, has created a crisis of surplus amid shortage, with local farmers and millers struggling to find buyers while the country continues to import nearly 1 million metric tons of milled rice annually. Data cited by the Chamber indicated that rice imports increased by 77% between 2021 and 2025, a trend it says is threatening investment in domestic production. The Chamber estimates that full implementation of the strategy could generate more than 800,000 direct and indirect jobs while supporting significant expansion in milling, packaging, logistics, and input supply industries. The Chamber also projects that the strategy could attract $1.8 billion in private sector investment into rice mills, machinery assembly plants, tissue culture laboratories, and agro-input manufacturing facilities.
Daniel Odro-Mensah with that Business Desk report. Now, the Office of the Registrar of Companies has underscored the importance of good corporate governance in business operations, noting that Ghana's Companies Act 2019 places significant governance obligations on businesses registered as limited liability companies. According to the ORC, entrepreneurs seeking to establish limited liability companies must be prepared to comply with governance requirements designed to promote accountability, transparency, and regulatory compliance. Speaking on day 2 of the Citi Business Festival Honor Series on the theme Starting Right, Business Registration and Compliance, Assistant Chief Company Inspector at the Office of the Registrar of Companies, Frank Kudah, said the current legal framework places a strong emphasis on sound corporate governance practices.
It comes with some benefit. The tax people can go into it further, but because the liabilities are not limited, you should be mindful which one you will choose. With the limited liabilities, the liabilities are limited. So usually the accounting firms would opt for a partnership. The law firms, architectural firms. So usually you find the more professional, organizations registering as partnership and unlimited liability. Okay, so you would usually, contact a lawyer before you come to us. Okay. But if you come to us and you're not sure which one you should register, we'll look at your peculiar situation. So somebody, you are not ready to hire the services of a company secretary. So the new act, is very strong on good corporate governance. And if you want to register a limited liability company, for instance, you need a board in place.
Okay.
The board, they have responsibilities. You need shareholders. You need a company secretary who will ensure compliance. If a beginner comes to you and wants to register a business, obviously it's not a limited liability company that you would suggest to such a person, unless maybe they are more and they can afford the services of a company secretary, and there's a board in place, they have shareholders and all that. So basically you find a lot of people starting or beginning as sole proprietorship businesses and later grow and converting it to limited liability.
That was Assistant Chief Company Inspector at the Office of the Registrar of Companies, Frank Opoku-Daku. The full conversation with Frank Opoku-Daku on the topic starting right, business registration and compliance airs later this morning at 9 a.m. on the Citi Breakfast Show. The Citi Business Festival 2026 is powered by 97.3 Citi FM and Channel 1 TV in partnership with Absa Bank. It's sponsored by MTN, Zunda Tech Ghana Limited and Petra Trust. Now, the Bank of Ghana absorbed 17 billion Ghana cedis from the financial system in its latest short-term bills auction, underscoring the central bank's continued efforts to manage liquidity and maintain macroeconomic stability. Latest results from the central bank show that it sold 17 billion worth of 14-day Bank of Ghana bills. The security attracted bids at rates ranging between 10% and 11% per annum, with the qualifying bids accepted. The auction cleared a weighted average discount rate of 10.90%, while the weighted average interest rate settled at 10.95%. The operation forms part of the bank's regular liquidity management strategy, which involves the issuance of short-term securities to absorb excess cash from the banking system. Such sterilization measures are aimed at supporting monetary policy objectives, including inflation control, stable market conditions, and exchange rate stability. Although substantial, the amount is below the levels recorded in some recent auctions where the central bank withdrew more than 20 billion Ghana cedis from the market. The auction also points to easing short-term funding costs, with the weighted average interest rate falling below 11%. This aligns with the broader decline in yields across Ghana's fixed income market amid improving macroeconomic conditions and moderating inflation. Now, the Social Security and National Insurance Trust has assured prospective home buyers that its premium residential properties currently on the market are competitively and fairly priced, with a deliberate focus on making them accessible to workers who contribute to the pension scheme. Speaking to journalists after a media tour of some of SNIT's residential developments in Accra, Public Affairs Manager of SNIT, Lord Kuramwa, said the housing projects were designed to enable contributors to benefit directly from investments made with their pension funds.
We collect contributions from workers. Now, when we collect these contributions, we do invest them in various classes of investment. So what you've seen today, following the rounds that we have had, is all part of our assets which we've put out for sale as part of our investments. So it's already up in the market for sale. We've put it out in the market also knowing very well that workers would have to buy these facilities. So we reached out to the Ghana Employers Association, the labor unions. We've engaged them and we've made this available for workers to patronize and to buy. Just like all our investment, we did a lot of prudent investment in this, and we're looking that we get significant returns from these investments for all Ghanaians. But firstly, we're looking at the fact that people who contribute to the scheme should be able to patronize these facilities. So like I did say early on, we've engaged the Ghana Employers Association, the labor unions, employers, so that we put out this information out for workers to patronize these facilities. All I can assure you that these apartments are fairly priced and very competitively priced. We know very well that what the target market is, so the board took into consideration the target market, and the prices for these apartments are really fairly priced.
That was the Public Affairs Manager of SNIT, Lord Koramwa. Now, the Chartered Institute of Taxation is advocating for the integration of basic taxation systems into businesses, arguing that early exposure to tax concepts could enhance voluntary compliance, improve literacy, and strengthen accountability in the management of public finances. According to the Institute, embedding tax education would help equip future entrepreneurs, professionals, and taxpayers with a better understanding of their tax obligations. Speaking on the issue, Chairman of Education and Training at the Institute, Francisca, noted that many individuals venture into businesses with limited knowledge of the tax regime.
If you have a tax-paying population, they can hold government accountable because my money is part. And so they will want to know how was my money utilized. If we don't have people paying taxes, they can't hold government accountable. And so we want them to do that. Again, we expect that government should also consider trying to introduce some basic taxation in the educational curricula that we have in Ghana. If the people understand tax from the beginning, they grow up, set up their own businesses, and then compliance becomes voluntary.
Francis Timobo is the chairman of Education and Training at the Chartered Institute of Taxation, Ghana. Now on the interbank market, the dollar is going for 11 cedis, 76 pesos. The pound is going for 15 cedis, 38 pesos, and the euro for 13 cedis, 87 pesos. And that's it for the breakfast edition of the Citi Business News on 97.3 Citi FM. It was brought to you by MTN, EcoBank, and Good Energy.
Visited Kweku at his spunky new office to congratulate him on opening his business. And man, was I impressed. The business is just moving quick. The sales, customers, everything is just working seamlessly. The secret? He said,
it's MTN Business Broadband. In this fast-paced environment, we need fast and reliable internet to support all business types. No laggy online meetings, great download and upload speeds, impeccable business management systems, all inclusive. I mean, you can have it all.
Shout! I signed on immediately.
To enable your business stay ahead and stay connected, make sure you're signed on to the best internet made just for businesses. MTN Business Broadband. Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh and manage your account on my MTN app. Call 0244 308 111 for more information.
MTN.
Your attention, please. Flight C8 has been delayed.
Again. Madam, can you please point me to the water fountain? And please watch my back and phone whilst I'm gone.
You can be a traveler with infinite worries.
Hello, Mr. Anand. Your lounge access is ready and your seat is warm.
Or you can be a traveler with infinite privileges.
Champagne, sir?
Origin or the drink.
Choose EcoBank's infinite privileges with an EcoBank Visa Infinite card. Access airport lounges worldwide, fast-track services, best-in-class daily limits, and enjoy other exclusive travel and lifestyle benefits. Infinite privileges await. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Good energy powers the things that people do to empower themselves. It fuels families, communities, businesses. Good energy fuels nations. It gets things going and keeps them moving. Good energy isn't just what we do, it's who we are. Goyle, good energy.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
L to the L to the L to the L. Hey.
Help me make I know they talk much.
13 after 7. Many thanks to Natele Nete, who served as the breakfast edition of the City Business News, proudly sponsored by Gold, MTN and EcoBank. If you're looking for quality fuel that gives your engine smooth performance, don't look any further. Gold Super XP is of premium quality. It gives you the correct choice when buying regular fuel. Just go fuel up your vehicle and enjoy the smooth ride with all the benefits. Well, good energy. Now, the board of directors of EcoBank Ghana wishes to inform shareholders that dividends will be paid for the 2025 financial year following a strong financial performance and EcoBank Ghana PLC's commitment to delivering value to its shareholders and maintaining a resilient financial position. Shareholders are therefore reminded of the annual general meeting scheduled for Wednesday, 17th June 2026 at the EcoBank head office, Ridge Accra. Meeting will be streamed live at ecobankghagm.com. Key highlights will include the approval of financial statements, dividend declaration, and other statutory business. We look forward to engaging our shareholders at the upcoming AGM. EcoBank Ghana PLC, delivering value backed by strong financial performance. EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa. Now, are you a business owner looking for a smarter way to keep an eye on your shop, restaurant, office, or warehouse anytime, anywhere? Well, MTN Business Eye is here for you. Keep your business secure anytime, anywhere with MTN Business Eye, the smart surveillance solution that gives you total visibility and control. It's powered by Wi-Fi, SIM connectivity, cloud storage, and solar energy, so your security never sleeps even when the lights go out. Enjoy 24/7 monitoring, real-time alerts, two-way audio, and reliable backup, all at affordable rates. Dial star 5060 hash today and keep your business in sight, always with MTN Business. MTN everywhere you go. Edwin Kwakovi is here with Kickoff, proudly brought to you by Lesheho. Are you ready to power up your finances and unlock your path to financial freedom? The Lesheho Fixed Deposit Solution is tailored just for you. With Lesheho's Fixed Deposit Solution, you are making your money work for you. Join the investment solution with our Fixed Deposit Solution. Take charge of your financial future. Call now 0302-208-333. Learn more. Invest wisely. Invest with Lesheho. Lesheho, let's improve life. And just before Edwin comes in, Henley and Partners, global leader in residence and citizenship planning. They help investors and their families secure alternative residence or citizenship through leading programs worldwide. Now, they advise on the best program for you and your family to and assist with the entire application process every step of the way. So whatever your aim is for seeking alternative residence and citizenship abroad, whether it's greater global mobility, investment diversification, long-term family security, world-class education and healthcare, etc., etc., we've got you, and we have popular options for Ghanaians. Now, the popular options for Ghanaians include Caribbean citizenship programs like Antigua and Barbuda, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, and there is residence by investment programs in Greece, Portugal, Malta, UAE, UK, Canada, and the US. So talk to us now. Call us 0206 042101. Email Ghana@henleyglobal.com. Our office is at the Galleria at Kempinski Hotel. Visit henleyglobal.com to find out more. Adrian Kofi has more on Kickoff shortly.
Good morning and welcome to the Tuesday edition of Kickoff on the Citi Breakfast Show. I am Edwin Kwakofi. Coming up.
It was a long process, intensive process with full of details. But I will say that after weeks, day and night, intensive observations and analysis, conversations, consultations with coaches of the clubs, with everybody around our players.
The wait is over. Black Stars head coach Carlos Queiroz has finally unveiled Ghana's squad for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. We'll bring you more on the squad in the bulletin and also updates from the local scene and the latest from Europe as well. It's exactly 9 days to the start of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Welcome to Kickoff on the Citi Breakfast Show, brought to you by Politan Ghana. Elesheho, let's improve life. Good morning, straight into the bulletin, and we start off with the Black Stars, and the head coach Carlos Queiroz has named his final 26-man squad for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. But with several high-profile omissions and only one Ghana Premier League player making the final cut, the squad announcement has already generated plenty of discussions among football fans. City Sports' Julio Eshrifi Amwa has more in this report.
Head coach Carlos Queiroz has officially named Ghana's final 26-man squad for the 2026 FIFA World Cup in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. The squad, announced after the Black Stars training camp in Cardiff, includes some notable returns and few major omissions. In goal, Lawrence Atizigi leads the department alongside Benjamin Asare and Joseph Annan. The defensive unit featured the return of Baba Abdul Rahman, while Gideon Mensah, Alidu Seidu, Jerome Opoku, and Abdul Momen also make the cut. In midfield, Thomas Partey headlines a group that includes Elisha Owusu, Kwesi Sibo, Augustine Boache, Caleb Urenchi, Abdul Fattah Isahaku, and Kamaldeen Sulemana. Up front, Captain Jordan Ayew is joined by Inaki Williams, Antoine Semenyo, Ernest Nwama, Christopher Bonsuba, Brandon Thomas Asante, and Prince Kwabna Edu. One of the biggest talking points, however, is the absence of Mohamed Kudus, who misses out through injury. Also unavailable are Mohamed Salisu, Tariq Lamte, Joseph Eidu, Baba Idrisu, Majid Ashimeru, Joseph Pente, and Derek Artakon. Meanwhile, Alexander Jiku was ruled out after suffering a hamstring injury and has been replaced by Derek Lucasen. Only one home-based player made the final cut, Hearts of goalkeeper Benjamin Asare. Ghana will conclude its preparations with an international friendly against Wales on June 2 before heading to North America for the tournament. The Black Stars opened their World Cup campaign against Panama on June 17 before facing England and Croatia in Group M.
That was City Sports' Julio Eshrifi Amwa with that report. Let's stay with the World Cup squad, and head coach Carlos Queiroz has defended his decision to keep goalkeeper Suleiman Agashi in the team as an unofficial 27 player, despite leaving him out of the final squad. The House of Oak shortstopper will continue to train with the Black Stars throughout the tournament as a standby option. Queiroz says the arrangement provides emergency cover in the goalkeeping department while also helping with the players' long-term development.
Fourth goalkeeper in the squad. We reached 2 goals. First of all, it will be part of our development program of goalkeepers in Ghana. So we give them an opportunity to grow up, to be ready. It's a young goalkeeper, fantastic qualities. So we are with eyes in the future, in the next step immediately. This is the main and the first reason. But the second reason it is to sustain the training and the preparation of the team and cover, as I said, the eventual situation of replacement. Because if we're forced to make that decision, which I expect that doesn't happen, but if we're forced to make that decision, he's ready to compete, he's ready to be part of the team, he's ready to perform.
Well, the Black Stars coach also says his full focus is now securing victory against Wales in Ghana's final friendly before the FIFA World Cup.
It is simple. We want to express ourselves in the game to the best of our skills, efforts, commitment. As I said, the message it is simple. We want to play great football. We want to play to win. we want to bring pride and happiness to the fans. That's the only thing that I'm sure our players they have in mind. And the message, it is a message of hope and confidence that being with them, not for so many months, but the training sessions that I did with them, all of them, they are fully committed to deliver to the nation, to the flag. So I'm very much confident that the message will be positive.
That was Black Stars head coach Carlos Queiroz. Now let's head to our opponents for today, Wales. And their head coach Craig Bellamy says his side is preparing for the unknown ahead of Tuesday's friendly against Ghana. Bellamy admits it's difficult to predict exactly how the Black Stars will approach the game under new head coach Carlos Queiroz, given the Portuguese tactician's vast experience and ability to adapt his teams.
Then they go and change their manager. Then you're like, great. Now we have to do, because we don't know what's going to happen. Or we got a reasonably good idea on the history of how Carlos has managed and the teams he's already had. So, you look back into that, or he might be completely different because Ghana were playing a completely different way to how he sets a team up, or he might go back to that. So we'll find out tomorrow. And that's, I quite like, because we have to adapt. We have to adapt. And there is no shape he's going to be able to play that we haven't played against. So we definitely have the solutions, and how quick we can move into those solutions is good. We can't waste a half of trying to work something out. It's like literally a minute, 2 minutes.
That was the voice of the head coach of the Welsh national team, Craig Bellamy. And remember, Citi Sports will bring you live commentary of that international friendly between the Black Stars of Ghana and Wales. Make a date with us from 6 p.m. for comprehensive pre-match coverage, team news, analysis, and all the latest updates ahead of kickoff. Now we move on from that to the FIFA World Cup, which will take place in the next 9 days, and the Minister for Sports and Recreation, Kofi Adams, says government has secured 1,000 tickets for Ghanaian supporters ahead of the tournament in North America. With the World Cup just days away, the Black Stars are preparing to face Wales in Cardiff. The minister says the early planning was necessary to guarantee access for Ghanaian fans. Speaking on Eyewitness News last night, Kofi Adams explained that the three-country hosting arrangements across the United States, Canada, and Mexico has significantly increased travel and logistical costs, making advanced preparations essential.
The tickets are really very expensive, and they have become even more expensive because FIFA did the pre-order sales. Luckily for us, we managed and planned very well and effectively, and we ordered for 1,000. I believe that is what has saved the situation, because if we were waiting till now, it would have cost us huge sums of money to even get those number of tickets to be able to issue to our supporters and fans all over to also partake in the Mondial.
So currently, currently Ghana has only 1,000 tickets for our people. That's the government of Ghana, unless people buy their private capacity.
No, I won't say Ghana, but the arrangement we have put in place, we have secured 1,000.
You heard Sports and Recreation Minister Kofi Adams. Let's head to Europe, where Southampton owner Dragan Solak says he will not sack Tonda Eckert despite the mistake the head coach made when authorizing a spying campaign against rival championship clubs. Let's move to tennis, and legend Serena Williams is set for a sensational return to the sport nearly 4 years after stepping away from professional competition. The 23 Grand Slam champion will compete in the doubles event at the HSBC Championships at Queen's Club in London, marking her first competitive appearance since her last outing. Let's head to the French Open, where a number of results have happened. Felix Auger-Aliassime defeated Alejandro Tabillo 6-3, 7-5, 6-1. First ever Roland Garros quarterfinal. Matteo Berrettini defeated Juan Manuel Cerundolo 6-3, 7-6, 7-6. Joao Fonseca beats Casper Ruud 7-5, 7-6, 5-7, 6-2. And in the women's quarterfinals, Irina Zabalenka defeated Naomi Osaka. Diana Schneider defeated Madison Keys. Anna Kalinskaya defeated Anastasia Popova. And in the quarterfinal focus matches for later today, Mira Andreeva takes on Soraya Kristea. Elena Svitolina faces Marta Kostyuk. Alexander Zverev is up against Rafael Joda. Jacob Mensik takes on Joao Fonseca. And that's the latest in the world of sports. For more on all these stories, visit citysportsonline.com. My name is Edwin Kwakofi. Kickoff was powered by Politan Ghana and Lesheho. Let's improve life. The Citi Breakfast Show with Bernard Avle continues.
Let's go. If you need unique services, innovative financial solutions, we deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's go, we improve your life. Let's go. Even when you're stuck with nothing, no matter your situation, let's go, we improve your life. Let's go. Let's go, we improve your life.
Every day, I wake up and realize that my child's day depends on the choices I make. The clothes she wears, the water she drinks, and the food I select make all the difference. I do all this with love. Cerelac gives you more ways to show love to your child. The Cerelac wheat you have trusted for years now has a no refined sugar variant. Both made with equal care and love. Because when it comes to your children, every choice matters. Cerelac. More choice. Same trusted nourishment.
This advert is FDA approved.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
The Money Matters segment is brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Welcome to the Money Matters segment with Petra. You said you will start boosting your retirement savings next year. Now that was 5 years ago. Time moves quietly, but retirement is getting closer. The best time to start may have passed. The next best time is now. Petra helps you take that step with a clear and simple plan. Speak to a financial advisor today. Dial *447 *70#. Petra, achieve more.
The Money Matters segment was brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Charlie, the contract is here. But my pocket, flat like a football with no hair.
Don't stress. That is why DCI Microfinance is here for you.
DCI? What magic can they do?
No magic, just real solutions. With your contract and LPO financing, you can deliver on time. And when you're waiting on payment, their invoice and certificate discounting puts cash in your hands quickly. Their loans are fast, simple, and reliable.
So no more borrowing for my father-in-law? Now, that's a blessing.
Exactly. Call them now on 0577 66 9346. DCI Microfinance, miles beyond the extra.
Is your home and office protected against crime? Trelidor, Africa's strongest burglar-proofing, provides fixed and sliding burglar-proof solutions for homes, shops, and offices. Trelidor has given Ghanaians peace of mind for over 20 years with the highest international standards backed by a 5-year warranty on materials and workmanship. Choose Trelidor. Call 0561 24 24 24 or simply Google Trelidor for more information. Trelidor, Africa's strongest burglar-proofing.
When truth is stranger than fiction and myths spring to life. and the shadowy mysteries of a long-forgotten era become your present reality. Your imagination will usher you into a realm of head-spinning reality beyond what the mind should know. Amane Adisa of Monsters and Gods. Download from the Akraba app now on iOS or Android.
Electrical say you mean Nancy no ma you won. Every man focus so fake na begum. Yeah, it's on motor cables and one a while. No ma scan. Check the cables no. Or your Nexans cable metal. One low smoke anti-counterfeit cables nibia. So nyebia muntoda. E dia na ma we use sa cables na. E ma ni dem sronko. Low smoke anti-counterfeit cables ah. You me che there. Certificate cables on your papa wire then say gentleman. Open whistle p you toxic ah. No me jenu so huwa. Now say use low smoke anti-counterfeit cable. I'm making sure we soak a creeping over into a triangle between a denuma. And when you low smoke anti-counterfeit cables, yeah, extra. And one of why what you must scan. Now check it there. So your original free Nexans cable metal. Nexans cable metal low smoke anti-counterfeit cable. Yes, Sasha. Now you are to be there. Only you got a cable. Oh, that.
Nexans cable metal. Electricity no get leg. The Nexans cable metal cable they carry up.
I don't wanna stress. I want the soft life. I wanna have more time, make catch up life. I send money, I pay my bills, I buy airtime. Oh, I take the soft life. Abracadabra seems like magic. API magic. I don't need to carry money on me with Fidelity cards. I just need to swipe. Oh, I take the soft life. Oh, soft life. GHQR. I take my phone when I scan it. Payment complete. Fidelity app is so sleep. Oh, I take the soft life. Say hello to Kuku at the chatbot. Yeah, she's gonna simplify your digital banking. Fidelity digital banking, the new dimension. Dig the soft life. Modege, listen modege. Dig, 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 dig. Dig, 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 dig.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
The world is changing fast, and the leaders who thrive will shape what comes next. What matters now is the ability to think clearly, act with purpose, and lead in complexity. For more than 20 years, Ashesi University has shaped leaders who do exactly that, combining character with rigorous real-world problem-solving. Our MBA and master's programs in intelligent computing systems and mechatronic engineering are designed for professionals who want their work to matter and their leadership to last. Remember, graduate and undergraduate admissions are ongoing. Visit ashesi.edu.gh to learn more.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
You were driving on the N1, you probably spent more time, inordinate amount of time in the traffic congestion. Not because there was a road crash, but because of a series of potholes we have allowed to fester.
So that was the reason?
Yeah.
All the complaints that I saw and the videos I saw,
you.
People spending 5 hours, 6 hours in traffic was because of a pothole.
Yes, a series of potholes, because when you get off the Apenkwa overhead and you are navigating your way to join the main Achimota Accra Road, now the outer lane and the inner lane were all eaten up by a series. The middle lanes. And
so the outer and the middle, and then it was only the inner.
So not the inner, sorry,
that
apologies.
was available, yeah.
So yes, correct for 3 points. So that slowed down traffic for all those who are coming from the N1 onto the Accra Achimota, highway. And then for those who are coming from Achimota coming towards Accra, it slows down everything. And yesterday around 12 in the afternoon, if you were going towards Jowulu, you will see that the traffic congestion had gone all the way past the Abofu overhead, all the way towards the Jowulu overpass. So that's what a series of potholes can do when you leave the stitches.
So there had always been potholes on the road, Kakra.
but the rains exacerbated the
exactly
width and length and breadth of the potholes.
As you
and the depth.
While you do the descent on this Apenkwa junction, on the right side, just before you join that outer lane, on the right side, there's always been this hole that keeps changing in size. Okay, it gets bigger over time. They will fill it up.
Yeah.
But now
the good thing is it's been fixed this morning, though.
No, but as of yesterday when we were talking about it, you had some twin or triplet holes with siblings, younger siblings around them. But today sort of better.
It's been patched.
Okay, I don't know if it's been patched, but there are small puddles. There's little holes around and small puddles.
Yes.
So you do a bit of a bumpy transition on that side.
Yeah.
But yesterday was really bad.
Yesterday was terrible. Yesterday I spent probably more than 15 minutes just
around that area.
Descent.
So we'll get into that in more details. We are connecting the potholes and the flood issue because system thinking, every problem is interconnected. So a lot more of that. If you were in that traffic yesterday, I would like to hear from you. 0539986996. And we are hearing from the Institute of Ghana, the Ghana Institute of Engineers. Apologies. They are saying that we need to overhaul our drainage system as well. How exactly should we do that? And is this city very resilient? If one pothole can hold traffic down for up to 3 to 5 hours, in terms of another emergency, can we say that we are a resilient national capital?
I just want to mention something.
Yes, please.
And you see, when you're going towards the overhead,
yeah.
the one just it's motor over, is it overhead or overpass?
Correct. Overhead, yes.
Overhead, yeah. The one that takes traffic. What do you call it? Papa Fredo, please forgive me. I need to make this point. If you are going from Alapas towards Accra, right, towards Fiesta or maybe
yes. So N1.
That overpass or flyover or whatever. I mean, I don't go school playing this one. But if you are coming from the community police station here in Tesano, right? You are approaching that place. You have to take a turn onto the N1 highway, right? There used to be a green island.
Right. Oh, they are selling it's a garage now.
It's been converted into a car sales depot of some kind.
Yes.
I mean, what is wrong with us?
I'll give you more time for that. Just hold on your thoughts for me. There's another deadly pothole just where the traffic light is. That traffic light hasn't functioned for a long time. And that pothole, they fill it with concrete and it's so bad. I'll get into them all. GCB Bank is inviting you. They are making businesses simpler, faster, and smarter with digital solutions designed for every business. So run your payroll, make vendor payments, and approve transactions on the go with GCB Bank Online Banking. Pay bills, school fees, and buy forms instantly with GCB Pay. For importers and corporate, GCB ePay makes customs duty and institutional payments fast and secure. Businesses can also accept payments seamlessly through GCB POS and GHKR with instant confirmation. With GCB Bank's debit, prepaid, and ready cash cards, managing business spend is easier than ever. Wherever your business goes, GCB Bank is with you. Always digital, always GCB. Call 0308047998. Email us businessexpress@gcb.com.gh to get started. And you know that moment when the alarm rings and life is already asking questions? Campus, office, hustle, dreams all waiting to be chased. Those are the moments when you need something that helps you show up and keep going. That's why Cowbell Coffee stays with me every single moment. Whether you're grinding for that exam, pushing deadlines at work, or cooking up the next big idea, Cowbell Coffee gives you that creamy taste and rich coffee aroma to kickstart your day right, and you can enjoy it anytime. Because success doesn't just happen overnight. It's the little moments, the early mornings, the late nights, and through it all, Cowbell Coffee Day with you. 0539986996. That's where you can join us with your dedications, your comments, your questions. We're happy to highlight them as well. And if you're dreaming of studying abroad or taking your IELTS test, IDP Education is where to go. Our counseling and application support services are completely free. We help you save your finances while you secure genuine opportunities abroad. Begin your journey with us. We are your trusted global partner for study abroad services and IELTS testing. We offer expert-free support for study abroad applications to the UK, US, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, Canada. We've helped thousands of students, and you are next. We are waiting for you at our office at Osu Akwaje in Kumasi. We are at Edum in Insiase. 020-256-6614. Call us now. And if you're planning for the future, that begins with the decisions you make today. Save and invest early with EDC to build wealth and retire comfortably. One clear sign of financial growth is when your money starts working for you through steady returns and long-term wealth creation. With EDC, you get professional fund management, flexible investment options, potential for higher returns, and financial security for retirement and future goals. Your financial independence is possible with EDC, so sign up today. 0302-610-400. WhatsApp us 0509-268-414. Sky, some of our listeners are celebrating their loved ones today.
Yes.
A number of dedications have come through.
Yeah. Before we do that, I just okay. Well, let's do the birthday dedications now. This one coming in from it says Samuel Attah of GBC Newsroom celebrates his birthday. Samuela, right? Okay, her birthday today.
Okay.
May God grant you all your heart desires. A happy birthday, Samuel Attah. May you receive so much favor from now onwards. This one says happy birthday to, it's actually happy golden jubilee birthday to Elder Geoffrey Saba. May God bless him and enlarge his territories. Wishing him good health and more success in the things of the Lord. Welcoming him to the fifth floor, the message says. And it's coming in from Elikem, who says he's an ardent listener.
Nice.
He's been listening to us since 2014.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, this one says, hello team, please, happy birthday to my wife, Juliana Nana Abba Chatro. Today is her birthday. I love her so much. May God bless her for the support she continues to give me in everything. From the children, Tonam Elom, and the husband, Henry Kobla Chatro.
Nice one.
And this one says, good morning, team. Kindly wish Leo Lion, Jasmine, Kekeli Kujo, Susu. Hey, why are you vexed? Leo Lion.
Jasmine.
Leo is Lion.
Kujo.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
I think it's part of the
Lions Club.
Lions Club.
Okay. So that's why they added the I see. What? Okay, all right.
So it'll be tight.
Yeah. So is Leo Lion, Jasmine, Kekeli, or is it Yasmin? How do you?
It's any. It could be any. Yasmin or Jasmine. It's actually a flower.
Kujo Sosu of the Accra Jenyami Lions Club. Dan someone happy birthday.
Jinyami.
Jinyami.
Manya Jinyami.
It was. Jinyami. We they call him Jinyami. Jinyami. So you they laugh me.
No, they appreciate you. You they try.
The guy they laugh.
No, you they try.
Oh, Charlie.
Jinyami.
Welcome. May God continue to inspire him through service and leadership. It's coming in from all the members of the club.
Yeah.
And this one says, super awesome happy birthday to Esther Boama and Edward Mensah, who are professional teachers. Number 2, Samuel Ajete and Matthias Uchini, inside Pune. Nashika Stargirl, a sports journalist. Joseph Ofurikwe and Mr. Emmanuel Arthur of Darak Eagle Wings School. May God bless you all and more. It's coming in from Jonas Tinkran.
Right. And a few others on the platform, please.
Okay, this one says, good morning, Bernard and team. Kindly help me wish my daughter, Esther Saki of Infansimban, actually, girls a glorious birthday. On behalf of the Saki and the Ofusu family, I wish her long life, full of wisdom, happiness, and prosperity. And may the rest of the years ahead of her be kind. We love you. Na Ajele Saki.
Lovely. And this one says, your leadership and guidance continue to inspire us. Keep excelling. Mrs. Elsie Owari, Akom Head, Domestic Settlement Group, GT Co GH. from Eugene Kwanzaa and the Domestic Operations Unit Head Office. Greetings. Please wish my daughter Tatiana Jiedrom Jirasa of Ashesi University a pleasant goodbye to her teens as she turns 20. She is blessed and highly favored from Makasech, Luda, and April.
Yeah, and then let me just use this opportunity briefly. Yesterday we had a surprise visit from the folks at Manna falling from heaven. Yesterday, manna fell from heaven.
Oh my God!
Yeah, so Manna and Cupcake Boutique.
Yes.
They visited us yesterday from Labone and then also from East Legon. With goodies to celebrate belatedly our birthday, which fell on the 20th day of May 2026. Yes. And together with all of our colleagues here on the show who celebrated their birthday this particular year. Nice. And they came with,
goodies.
Yes, like when Jesus Christ was born.
Exactly. They came with gold.
Exactly. The wise men who went to visit. They came with goodies, right?
Yes, please.
So they also came with all the nupoti, we had, peppered goat. We had peppered goat, right? Mm-hmm. Then we have chicken wings.
Yes.
Then we have what do you call it? Yam balls. Awesome, Charlie. Pepper goat yam balls.
Yes. I'm waiting for my favorite.
Nkosiani Moko, Charlie.
Mother was.
Yes, I did it again.
You didn't eat again.
I had a meal. I ate once yesterday.
Charlie, brutal. Charlie, watching jollof rice.
Oh my God.
What's the name of that one? Gary Photo.
Yes.
All of them.
And the cake, it be some jack cake.
Oh, Charlie, they be brutal.
No, it was extraordinary.
Charlie. So as we fire, as you said yesterday, I fire my own. Mm-hmm. I go home with the rest be water.
So
thank you to
Yep.
Madam Pinaman and the rest of the team
for
celebrating us, and we wish you all the very best in what you do. And if you want to find them, please, you can find them inside Labone directly, close to the Zenith Bank, not far away from the old what's the name, coffee shop.
Fantastic.
Of course, you can also find them somewhere in East Legon.
Super. Finally, this one says, happy birthday to my dear friend Narusla Ibn Mutawakil, Communications Officer for the Interministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization. May Allah continue to elevate you in personal and professional growth. Coming in from Kaba Atawege and all your GIG.
My man, Atawege. Charlie, I see you, Chair. How is everything?
Yeah.
No, I've been asking of you.
Atawege, you have to, you have to perform.
Yeah.
No, yesterday, a series of potholes that were left unchecked, unmended, unpatched for weeks caused, gridlock in a significant part of the capital for well over 3 hours yesterday. And if you are moving from Pukwasi towards Accra, you had your own portion of that gridlock I'm talking about. If you drove on the N1 past Jowlu towards La Paz, you felt it also. And it leads to the question, how resilient is the city that a series of potholes can hold the city down in gridlock for so many hours? If there were an emergency, knock on wood, and anything happened and they asked what really happened, then the cause would then be that, there were a series of potholes somewhere that have been unchecked, and that is what has caused this. And it's a very unfortunate situation. Yes, indeed, this morning we've seen that particular pothole has been patched, but like we mentioned yesterday, the materials used to do the patching are such that after the next downpour, the stuff resurfaces again. And I pointed out yesterday that area has a drainage issue. And the poor drainage is such that anytime it rains, the rains will just wash all the materials that are used to patch the site, and everything is gone. It leads to time spent in traffic, productive man hours wasted, appointments wasted. In the event of an emergency, things could go awry. And these little things we talk about that are dysfunctional in our city sometimes cost people their lives. And there's a message on our console here I'd like to bring to your attention. For example, it says that, good morning, Bernard and team. The purpose of my message this morning is to bring to the attention of the appropriate authorities the faulty traffic lights at AH Hotel and Zoom Lion. I almost lost my life yesterday at the AH Hotel traffic light due to its malfunction. Additionally, a serious crash occurred at the Zoom Lion traffic light last week, yet the fault remains unsolved. It is important to note that the AH Hotel traffic light has been non-functional since November 2025. How many months? Posing a significant risk to motorists, pedestrians, and other road users. I kindly urge the relevant authorities to take immediate steps to repair and restore these traffic lights for proper working conditions before another unfortunate incident occurs. Thank you. Bright Blavo sent this from Ashoman Estate.
See, Bright, thank you so much for bringing this to our attention. This is actually a menace across the national capital. And it would seem that, as is with almost everything else, there's really nobody in charge monitoring whether these things are functional and where appropriate intervene to ensure that they are actually working. Because we, the public of this country, we pay for these services.
We do.
And they are on the road because international standards require that they should be there as to protect public life and also to protect property and to ensure that there is safety on the roads. Road users are able to use the road in a reasonably safe manner when these things installed are actually functional. But you find that in many parts of the capital, either they are on yellow forever. Amber, that's what they call amber. We were taught in primary school, red, yellow, green. So I don't know about the amber business, but it's okay. You know, it is on amber, as you said, like forever.
Yeah.
And you see these things, the one at near the psychiatric hospital.
Holy Spirit Cathedral.
There are times it is functioning.
Union.
There are times it is not functioning. Meanwhile, that is a major intersection.
So that traffic light, it has mood swings.
I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah.
If you move to the Liman Highway,
okay,
the one that connects you to Kudah.
Right.
I think, yes, that's the Liman Highway, if my memory serves me correctly. There's a Takitewia
Yes, near Takitewia overpass.
Exactly.
So from Alisa,
yes,
you're going towards Kaukudi.
Exactly.
Okay.
That traffic light, as you said, to borrow your phrase, also suffers its own, mood swings. If you go down all the way to Kaukudi, you face this same problem every now and then.
Yeah.
If you move from there, you get to the Accra Girls traffic light, the one that goes into the is it Mamobi? Yes, the Mamobi area, Newtown.
Yes. So
Mamobi, yes, yeah, that's right.
That's a rich school.
Former Choice FM.
Yes, correct.
You can use that also. It also has its own problems. The point I'm making is that, look, we have departments responsible for these things, whose workers are paid every single month. And I want to believe that in these departments, there are people responsible for monitoring. Or there's some dashboard somewhere in this day and age where you can monitor across the whole of the city and probably across the whole of the country.
In real time.
And know whether a particular traffic light at a particular intersection is functional or dysfunctional. So that you can dispatch your maintenance officers or the contractors you have contracted, if that applies, to go to the place and fix the problem. But for some reason, these things are left without anybody attending to them for a long time. And people get hurt as a result.
Yeah.
And you ask yourself, why is that the case? Why should that be the case? It is completely unacceptable. Now, beyond the fact that some are either malfunctioning or they are non-functional at all, there are a number of new roads that have been built.
Yeah.
If you go, for instance, onto the Spintex Road, right?
Correct.
The big overpass that they have done.
Right there. It flooded recently.
Yeah, the big one that they
Yes.
did. You know, if you're going towards the Mahama Road, there's another one that they've done to connect to the Winners Chapel. Is it Winners Chapel? TB Joshua's Church is what?
Okay. That's synagogue.
Yes.
Church.
You know where the Golden Gate apartment.
Okay, yes.
I think that's Manette, right?
Right, correct.
They've built some new roads in that particular area. For some reason, the Republic of Ghana forgot to install traffic lights there. They have a number of intersections that will connect you to the Spintex Road.
Yeah.
All the way to the Accra International Mall. This is a crazy, busy area connecting you to Agbliza and all these Teshi and related communities. Exactly. Yeah. For some reason, when we gave out the contract, I don't know whether we remembered that we needed to install traffic lights or we didn't need to install one.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, shops have sprung up along that particular corridor.
It's busier than before.
It's busier than before.
Yeah.
And someone should care enough. If we still have care in the dictionary of our government officials or public officials to go into that space and ensure that traffic lights are installed and that they are functional.
Yeah.
We have all kinds of big shots living in that particular area. We have all kinds of big businesses coming up in that particular area. And yet, we are not providing for public safety in the way we have to do it. So it's unacceptable.
Essentially, little things that should be done to get the city running more efficiently have been left unattended to, and over time it's causing so much havoc to businesses, to lives, property and all. And the unfortunate part is that people have gotten used to it. It's been normalized. A lot of people think that that's just how it should be done. So even when the systems are working, we abuse it and we do things anyhow. There are behavioral issues, there are maintenance issues. In the case of Bright Blavo, he doesn't explain to us how the crash almost happened, but he does tell us that he almost lost his life as a result of the non-functioning traffic light in front of AH Hotel. And AH Hotel is on the boundary road.
So I think
this is easily going.
Fair. When you get to AH Hotel, if you're driving from American House and you get to the AH Hotel,
correct,
there's a traffic light that ordinarily should work.
Yes.
So for those, it will stop those who are going straight ahead and those who are going to do a branch towards their left.
Yes,
but here's the case that
past some.
Yes, so you enter through the Dela Hospital, but I'm sure even longer than December last year, it's not been functioning. The difficulty is that for those who are moving from the Obojo side, they're coming at top speed and there's no light.
True.
And then you have those who
but
are
is
moving
it a highway?
You have those who are I can't answer that question. You have those who are moving from the American House side, also coming at top speed, and you are. So if you are on the Dell stretch, then you are trying to join that road. Yeah. So they're going to join and go towards American House to your right, or branch to your left and enter the road in front of AH Hotel and go towards Obojo, that side. But everybody is coming at a speed. Yeah. The lights are not working and it is very difficult.
So it's a risky game.
It's a risky game.
You're putting your life at risk just by moving from home
because
to
if you're moving, if you're joining the side that's going to Obojo, you have the traffic that's coming from Obojo, and then you have the traffic that's coming from the American House, all at top speed.
It's hard. It's hard. This can't continue. It's time for tech and social media trends, and Edwin Kwakofi joins us very shortly. I'll bring him in, and everyone is a winner in the Ongalicious Abingwaha promo. Over 4 million Ghana cedis worth of cash and prizes up to be won. Just look out for the special Ongalicious promo packs. Submit 20 Onga powder promo sachets and 20 Onga shrimp tablet promo wrappers. At any of our redemption centers, you will receive a scratch code. Scratch it. It will reveal a unique code. Please send it to *713*27#. You would win instantly. Cash prizes are up to 200,000 Ghana cedis. We have deep freezers, we have smart TVs, kitchen appliances, and more. Promo runs till the 15th of July, so please look sharp. Terms and conditions apply. Ghana exports billions of dollars of non-traditional goods annually to the US. The 2026 FIFA World Cup match between Ghana and England would be in Boston, and so would the Made in Ghana Expo on the 22nd and the 23rd of June 2026 at the Envision Hotel in Boston. Litina Travel and Tours, in partnership with the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, invites Ghanaian manufacturers, entrepreneurs, food and beverage processors, beauty and cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, real estate, building and construction, and others to leverage Ghana's World Cup moment, connect with international buyers, distributors, and investors in Boston. This expo will showcase Ghana's most powerful commercial business exhibition and B2B network with major U.S. companies. Register now. Call Tina on 0244-260-789. Latina Travel's office is located in the Alisa Hotels North Ridge, Accra. This expo is sponsored by Casapreco, Clifton Homes, Def Traco, Alisa Hotel. It's time for tech and social media trends. It's brought to us by Tech and Social Media Trend. It's brought to us by Telisa. And then Kobe is here. Charlie, forgive me. I got big time.
We say Agbese.
I break the pot.
Yeah, but Agbese.
Everybody, welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much.
Charlie, what's in the trends this morning?
Well, this morning you've been talking about the Black Stars, and we finally know the 26 players who are going to be representing Ghana.
Okay.
And the USA, Canada, and Mexico. Nice. So we had the 28 who were announced before the friendly against Wales, which is tonight, by the way, but it's been reduced to 26. 2 players have been left out. That's Paul Riverson, both goalkeepers, by the way, and Solomon Agbashi of Accra Hearts of Oak. Right. The interesting thing is the Accra Hearts of Oak goalkeeper, Solomon Agbashi, he remains with the team, and head coach Carlos Queiroz has been explaining that he wants some goalkeeping cover in case they need an emergency to join the squad. So yes, we have our 26, but people are obviously complaining about the players who've been left out. Majid Ashimeru, they knew they were not going to make the squad, but since it's been confirmed, everyone is talking about it.
Their disappointments.
Exactly, and also the fact that it's been confirmed that Mohamed Kudus will not make the World Cup.
Dear.
There were people harboring hope that he might be added to the team.
He's not like fit.
No, he's not fit. Yes. So also we had
Charlie, one man. That be one man.
Yeah. Also, we heard yesterday terrible news that Alexander Jiku is out of the World Cup after picking up an injury. Yes, so he's been replaced.
Where did he pick it up?
During the training, yes. So he's been, he's out of
the
squad.
BB people who can do something for the boys.
Oh, my grandmother.
Like medicine, something.
Yeah, my grandmother
used
to do things
to straighten the bones.
Yeah, but in his place, Derek Lucasen.
Unfortunately, she's no longer with us.
In his place, Derek Lucasen joins in, and there's a lot of talk about Derek Lucasen, his disciplinary record. But as Godfred explained yesterday, he is like for like replacement for Jiku, and he's also a very experienced player in the team. So
where does he play?
He plays in
Cyprus.
Yeah, Cyprus.
The guy coming.
Derek, Paphos.
But Cyprus, they get proper distance there.
Yeah, he plays in the Champions League. Yeah.
Chelsea how they suffered.
One of those things.
If invited,
it's one of those things.
Plays Chelsea.
It's one of those things.
His defensive partner is your former star defender, David Luiz.
Yeah. Okay, so
that is properly considered.
He's welcome.
Yeah.
We wish him well.
Yes, so we move on to the transport fares for people who don't have their own private cars. They rely on the public transport, the commercial vehicles, usually the
because I'm also
usually the trotros. And last week we got notice that there was going to be an increase in the transport fares by 20%, taking effect from today.
Okay.
Then yesterday, on Eyewitness News, we heard from the General Secretary of the GPRTU that that notice was fake and that there has been no agreed transport fare increase yet. So people are very confused, and I've heard reports already that some stations are charging the 20%.
Oh no!
And then it's causing some arguments in those places because they have heard that it's not taking effect. The stations are charging it anyway, or the drivers rather are charging it anyway. So it's causing some confusion. So
I think the leadership of these transport unions should, streamline their communication. If you are going to even announce or increase transport fares, isn't there some period you give people that, okay, in the next 2 weeks or in the next week we are going to do this, so that if there is any confusion like that, it could have been resolved. But you announce today, then tomorrow another person will say we are not doing it. It causes unnecessary agitation.
Yeah, I think the ministry responsible for transport will have to intervene, have some serious engagements with the relevant institutions here, private institutions here, so that they bring about clarity. Because what is not useful is going or driving to the stations or going there and finding that people are fighting over 1 Ghana cedis, 2 Ghana cedis. In some cases, these things become tragic.
Yeah.
So it's important that So it's important that there should be clarification.
True.
What also doesn't appear to help is the emergence of all kinds of splinter groups from within the GPRTU.
True.
People say concern this, concern that, and this and that, and they are setting their own rules. And sometimes, directives are given based on agreements reached with the main. It's not useful. Yes, the Constitution guarantees the right to freely associate, but there should be some reasonability when we are seeking to achieve whatever private interest we have, and it's an untidy situation, and we need to tidy it up.
Very much so. Let's go on.
So yes, the anti-LGBTQ bill, which was passed by Parliament, it continues to be in the trends because we heard from President John Dramani Mahama, who was speaking at Chatham in the UK, and he was asked whether he will sign it. And then he basically went through the process that a bill goes through before it is approved and becomes law. And people are saying that in Ghana, it was a little vague from the president. He did not specifically say whether he would sign it or not. And that's obviously people are not too happy about. They want a clear stance from the president.
But Speaker Bagbe says that he's surprised that the thing got passed.
That it got passed. But to be fair to the president, his comments are pretty consistent. He said before in the past, when asked whether he would sign the bill, that he would refer to the Council of State, and then when they give their advice,
to the legal advice,
and also the AG as well.
And then
so he's been very consistent with what he said about this anti-LGBTQ bill. But we heard from the minority as well, the Reverend John Ntim Fojo, who was one of the proponents of the bill. He described the current one as a watered down version, a diluted version, surgically bastardized. There's a lot of words that he used in there.
Everything Fojo is on fire, man.
Exactly. And he says that they want the president, Mahama, and the NDC to acknowledge that it was the 2024 bill that they wanted passed, and that this current one, it takes out a lot of things that should remain in the bill that people are calling for.
It's interesting that in the form they wanted it, they could have passed it themselves, but here we are. Let's look at some other things too.
Just quickly on the point about the president being consistent. I think it's important to point out that he may have been consistent on some matters, but not on all matters, because we remember that he asked that President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo should sign the old bill. Right? And the pressure was there that sign it. And somehow that bill was not signed and it expired. Now, if people were being honest with what their political intentions were, they would have sent that same bill, the one that was passed purportedly, in that form, send it back to Parliament without any changes.
So they said that one was private members' bill.
This one too is private members' bill. So you take it in that form as passed back to Parliament to start the journey again. You can just rise up every day, all the issues that you raise, you can say yeah all the time, yes to everything, and then pass it and then go and give it to the president to sign it.
Okay.
You understand? But somehow we're told that changes have been made to it. Now, the question is whether even this particular one was even signed in the first place. Now, there's something I want to say in a very short few words.
Okay.
There has been so much dishonesty, irresponsibility, and sheer appetite to make political appetite out of things that should require proper digestion before people spoke on them.
Okay.
Right? The very things that were taken out were some of the main issues that formed the basis for my action in court.
Right.
Yet, people who are today celebrating this bill that was passed in this state, right, are the very people who are going around celebrating that,
So
we
are being hypocritical about, we are not being principled.
It is not even just hypocrisy, it is dishonesty.
Okay. Sky.
And the lack of integrity and principle to defend what you believe in. Yet they parade themselves out as people who are. I was called a gay in this country because a citizen found problems that you, a journalist speaking against A, B, C, D, you can be subject for prosecution merely because you have reported on a particular matter. Hold on. Academics in this country who write about things like this could be prosecuted because of A, B, C, D.
Yes.
Now, the people who today say that they have passed a Nobel bail, they were the very people who went on radio stations attacking Richard Sky, attacking what he stands for, merely because he challenged the bail in that form in a court of law. What level of irresponsibility, hypocrisy, and lack of principle?
Yes.
And in addition to that, dishonesty is that people have got to grow some kahunas to believe in what they believe in and to pursue it.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Tech news.
Some tech news, and I'll bring you two uses of Meta AI, which are very contrasting. First of all, Meta says it's using AI to keep underage people off its platform. So the AI analyzes the videos and photos and posts you make for context clues about your potential age, and then you are blocked until you are able to provide
that's a good one.
way to verify your age. But also some
so this for persons below 18.
Yes. 16.
16.
Yes,
okay.
16. So apart from that, some hackers have used the Meta AI to gain access to some Instagram platforms. So they they set their VPNs or location close to the accounts they want to hack. Ask the Meta AI to provide password resets email because they want to add another email to it. Once they get the code, they enter it, they reset the password, and they take over the account. So some pretty high level Instagram accounts were taking over. So two uses of AI that's very contrasting that we need to watch out for.
Yeah, we always need to watch out for this stuff. Thank you as ever.
It's just that it has to be used in a responsible way.
Very, very responsible one.
But the dishonesty and the irresponsibility.
We understand. That was taken social media trend.
We are young entrepreneurs. We're vibrant and we make the trends. When we run sales promos, it literally sells out because we know what's hot and what's not. So when it comes to business, let's show you how we clock it with Telecel Boss Plan.
Telecel Boss Plan is here for young entrepreneurs, CEOs, and bosses like you. Whether you're building your hustle or running the whole show, Telecel Boss Plan gives you everything you need to stay on top. Digital marketing tool for your SMS campaigns, data for days, and all the vibes to keep your business tight. Simply dial *5959# or *700# to choose your Telecel Boss Plan package and grow your business like a boss.
Telecel, connecting energies.
With the recent increase in electricity tariffs and fuel prices, power, although unreliable, has become expensive, and owning a noisy generator becomes a headache rather than luxury. For an affordable and durable electricity solution, you need to go solar with Translight. Feel the independence, experience the comfort, and be productive. Translight Solar. Wherever there is sunlight, there is Translight. Think solar. Think Translight. Locate us at 98 Boundary Road, East Legon, in between ARS and the American House at the White House bus stop. Visit our website at translightsolar.com. Call us on 0504-249-229 or 0206-542-454 or reach us through email info@translightsolar.com.
Running a business today, Charlie, you know easy.
And that is why you need the right partner. When I'm making payments, Absa sorting me cash flow. Send me here fast and flexible loan crampoa. No wahala. Absa Business Banking is always there for me. Whether you are a large business or an SME, Absa has you covered.
At Absa, we get it and we understand every kind of business need. Visit an Absa Bank branch today for your business banking solutions. Your story matters. Absa.
Buy any promo pack of Gino tomato mix, Gino pepper and onion, or Gino jollof tomato mix. Cut open the sachet, find the code inside, text the code free of charge to *844 *99#. There's over $2.5 million series in airtime to be won, plus amazing appliances and the grand rewards, a brand new car, and an all expenses paid trip to a dream destination. This advert is FDA approved. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
Looking for a location that gives your business a competitive edge? Dawa Industrial Zone offers world-class facilities, direct access to major trade hubs, and a thriving business ecosystem. Whether you are setting up in the manufacturing, logistics, or services, our ready-to-use industrial spaces and supportive policies make expansion easy. Visit www.diz-ghana.com or call 055-20-40,000. Dawa Industrial Zone, where businesses thrive.
Every woman deserves hair that looks and feels amazing. It starts with the right product. BO16. After relaxing, your hair needs serious care. BO16 neutralizing shampoo removes all those relaxer residues and restores your hair's natural balance. Itchy scalp, dandruff wahala, BO16 treatment shampoo will rescue you. Leaves your hair absolutely divine. BO16 detangling conditioner. No more painful tagging and breakage. See how smoothly the comb runs through. Now you know my secret.
BO16. Express yourself.
This advert is FDA approved. The GC brand. It's all about you.
Charlie, dream I'm nice. I get some serious meeting. Allah, motion. But Charlie, no credit today. Oh, but you relax. Momo day.
Hey, what funny.
Yes, so I borrow small, sort myself out. I pay back. We move. Spoil day. Ah, Charlie, you sure say you pay back? Yes, so that anytime somebody else they need them, Momo day. Be like I can't borrow some more. Hey, you this boy. Don't go there and disgrace yourself. Allah, motion.
Responsible borrowing be the real flexo for today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. Borrow, sort them, pay back. Momo day.
Madam, give me fufu elaisu, please. Do you have beef?
Yes, please.
Give me. Do you have salmon?
Yes.
Give me. Do you have tilapia?
We have.
When your money starts to work for you, there will be signs. Invest with EDC today.
How many?
Just keep going until I say stop.
Find out about EDC's investment products and start today. Financial independence is possible with EDC.
For further assistance, call 0326 34165.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Kwami go freaking ata. Asa. We here for no common.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Landlord don't they follow me. Cause I have to my own.
It's 24 after 8, and did you know that the mattress you sleep on can affect your health, comfort, and productivity? Many cheap mattresses are made from low-quality materials that can lead to discomfort, poor sleep, and unnecessary replacement costs. Choose quality, choose comfort, choose durability. For almost 6 decades, Latex Foam has been Ghana's leading trusted brand, providing certified quality and unmatched comfort for homes across the country. So visit any Latex Foam showroom nationwide or latexfoamghana.com, and every day will be a holiday for you. Call us 0322-029-365. That's in Kumasi, and across 0302-231-155. Latest Foam, your partner for life. Give your business the competitive edge it deserves at Dela Industrial Zone, a world-class industrial park spread across over 2,000 acres of prime industrial land with modern infrastructure, strategic connectivity, a thriving ecosystem of manufacturers, heavy industries, automotive industries, textile production business, logistics companies. It goes on and on and on. Dela Industrial Zone is the ideal destination for growth and expansion. So position your business for success in one of West Africa's fastest growing industrial hubs. 0550-055-2040,000. Call that number now. Visit diz-ghana.com. Dela Industrial Zone, where industry thrives.
Every day, money day, every day, party day, every day, every day now holiday, every day now holiday.
And I have Godfred Akoto Boafo with me, together with Francisca, Kakra, Forson, Richard, the last guy. Godfred, yesterday I had a call from one of our friends in Ablekuma West Enclave.
Yeah, what's happening?
Yeah, he said the flood, everyone just a bash up, but the truth is that the issues are interconnected, and there are plenty of people responsible for that. So,
including that person,
we have to look inside for him. Small.
There's nothing to look into. There's nothing to look into.
Yeah,
like I've said, they are doing the best that they can.
Yeah,
they should do more.
Yeah, that's the
most important thing. And this morning too, I heard during the newspaper review that Francisca,
yes.
Has gone to dismantle the ranch at ICGC. Yes, I haven't seen it yet because I didn't use that route.
Yes,
I haven't used the route this week.
Right,
but I will pass there to make sure. But if you have done it, I am very happy because last week when we discussed it, a car hit a cow on that road.
A train.
No,
not saying the train also hit a cattle.
Yes, but there was a car hit a cow last week on that road.
A car hit a cow.
Yeah.
Was there anything left of the car?
No, the car struggled.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So
imagine
if the reports coming in are true that the MCE for that's Central, if I'm not mistaken, has Central. Been to the ICGC place, because that place is nasty.
Yeah.
I will go and check. But if he has done as the newspapers are reporting, congratulations
to him.
It's a positive step.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just to add that, the regional minister had said last week, if my memory serves,
that they allow the cattle to make
exactly. Of course, I mean that decision in itself was a horrifying, executive act that we should not in any way even comment on, because really, I mean, we should be thinking well beyond those things. If you go towards, the Kaokudi place, right? Yesterday, as of yesterday, was it on Sunday? Yes, it was on Sunday. When I was driving into town, I noticed that this crowd, of course, some of them have been removed, but there was this crowd that was not far away from the National Mosque.
Yeah.
With cattle still in there. Yeah. Meanwhile, the minister had said that their license expired on Saturday, right? So I don't know. They need to do something about that. And that thing shouldn't be repeated again. It should be possible to house the animals somewhere. People who want them should go and buy them, bring them to their homes if they want to slaughter them at home or for whatever purpose. Yeah. But keeping the animals in those shapes, in those states, clearly not unacceptable.
Very well noted, Sky. We'll jump onto the phone lines. We have the president of the Ghana Institute of Engineers. His name is Ludwig Hesse. He joins us. We want to have a conversation and reflect on our city because a little series of potholes left unchecked held the city down in congestion for close to 3 hours and more. We want to find out from him whether, as engineers, what their reflections of Accra's problems are and what some of the solutions could be. Engineer, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I'm sure this issue we are highlighting this morning has come to your attention. What will be your own diagnosis of Accra's problems with respect to congestion on our road, with traffic, our flooding issues? When you sit back as engineers, what are the conversations that are top of mind for you?
Thank you very much, and thank you for the opportunity to talk to your listeners. Have a good morning to you all. Yes, Accra problems are huge, and they are also a problem of our country, Ghana. I just heard you talk about a pothole holding up traffic yesterday. Well, I didn't experience that, but why that should happen in a well-managed city, it's anything that any one of us can reflect on. Look, for roads, the roads must be maintained, and it's one of the things that we have in Ghana is that we stop maintenance of our roads, and this has been so for the past 25 years. When some people thought instead of spending money in doing what we call routine maintenance, sweeping the road, patching potholes, weeding the roadside, regraveling gravel roads, and those things were a waste of money, and they should be rather used to go and surface roads. And so, over the last 25 years, we've lost completely the culture of maintaining our roads. A pothole, by the rules of road maintenance, should not stay on the road for more than a day. The potholes are patched immediately they appear. Potholes will appear on roads, but they should be patched immediately. I don't think you drive around and you don't see these things. So why a single pothole? And obviously, probably on a major road to hold traffic just tells you that the basic principle of maintenance, routine maintenance, something which should be done on a daily basis, is not being done. We are not putting adequate money to these things to get them done. And that is a fundamental issue when it comes to road maintenance. We've lost the culture of road maintenance in this country, and we have to go back. We have the maintenance fund, road maintenance trust fund now that is called, and supposed to raise money for road maintenance across the country. And it's not being applied to road maintenance. It's being used to do all sorts of things, and now it's loaded with debt. So the problem is then compounded that the fund is loaded with debt, so we cannot even fund what is routine on a daily basis. And these are the things that we must rise up out of as a country. It's good to do big projects, to build big roads and things, but if we don't fix our maintenance systems, our roads will go bad again. And this is the fundamental problem. Look, in the 80s, coming into the 90s, our road condition on the trunk roads, on the main roads, was very good. We were almost reaching about 60-70% of our road being in good condition. Why have we deteriorated to what we see today? And why should it be that in a country like this, all our major roads are construction sites at the same time? It's a huge failure of the whole system, and that's my opening statement as far as this portals and on the road systems are concerned.
Thank you so much for your thoughts. Yeah, so if I hear you right, no potholes should last on our roads beyond a day. We must have routine maintenance, and that we've had road maintenance trust fund over the period. However, has been loaded with debt. The quality of roads we are seeing now compared to the 80s are not the same. The deterioration, the pace of deterioration is a bit faster than before. That's very concerning. Now, I'm looking at it in two ways with respect to road issues. Yes, we have to be routinely maintaining them to prevent them going bad, and that's the curative part where the roads go bad and we cure them. But on the preventive side, what is causing our roads built in this day to go bad so quickly that we need to be maintaining them ever so soon? Sometimes the pothole is patched today, tomorrow it goes back to bad. Why don't we seem to have quality roads today like we had in the past?
It comes back to the same thing. And the point is that when you construct, you have to make sure that you construct to the right standard. And typically, when a road is designed and constructed, it's designed for at least to last for at least 15 years. And within these 15 years, if it to retain its quality, then it must be maintained. And for instance, when silt collects into the drains, it must be desilted routinely. When grass grows by the roadside, it must be cut. If you don't do these things, it speeds up the deterioration of the road. Assuming that you've even done the right construction quality, sometimes we question the quality of the construction itself that we have. But the key thing is that whatever you put in, you must have a system for maintaining it. And when the pothole appears, you must patch it immediately. So these are the real things. But one problem that we've seen with the road sector is that they spread their wings so thin. We all heard when the new government came in 2025. As at the end of 2024, we had a road contracts which were ongoing, which amounted to more than 120 billion Ghana cedis. Meanwhile, the budget for the Ministry of Roads and Highways in 2025 was this 2026 is just a little above 8 billion. So how on earth do you think that such a load can be kept up? So when you stretch yourself so thin, then quality suffers. Nothing gets completed, and the ones which get completed over a long time, and quality suffers.
Yeah.
So we must cut our coat to our sides and pay attention to the things that we put money in, and make sure that they are done well and they are done right.
Very, very important. And I've read the message or the press statement from the Ghana Institution of Engineering, where you have called for a total overhaul of our drainage, for example, because our roads and our drains are connected. If we build new roads and the drains are not properly done or are not done at all, the areas get flooded. And we've seen this over and over. A new flyover is built, an interchange is built, and it gets flooded. Is there an absence of systems thinking or design thinking in a manner that when we're putting up structures, we're thinking about how to solve more problems with the structures than creating more problems with the solutions that we seem to be putting up? What's missing?
No, when you come to drainage of the city of, let's talk about Accra. Look, it's a system-wide thing. So one interchange at a point cannot solve all the drainage problems that exist in Accra today. One road construction cannot solve the problems. You build the interchange in Kwanukwan Circle, and the flood problem starts from Aburi, because water is falling and all the retention ponds have been taken away. So the water is arriving at Kwanukwan Circle faster than it does all the time. So an interchange construction there would not mean that the roads around Kwanukwan Circle will not get flooded. They will get flooded, because the flooding problems, we have not resolved them. Look, the studies that we've done shows that almost all the retention ponds we have within the greater Accra area is all gone. So water is not being held anywhere. So all the water is arriving. When it took like 12 hours for water, a drop of water to travel from Aburi to Accra 20 years ago, today, it takes about an hour for the water to arrive in Accra. So we are gathering a lot of water in us. And just 2 weeks ago, we sent a policy note to the Ministry for Works and Housing on how we think the only option left for us to stop flooding in Accra is to start storing water in our houses locally. When the rain falls, we should hold the water there so it doesn't get to Accra. But after the rain, we can release it gradually to come. That is the only solution left for Accra, for instance. And we should be now compelling every estate developer to do rain harvesting and store the water on site when the rain falls and release gradually. That is the only way we can stop flooding in Accra now. And if we don't start doing that now, we are compounding the problems. Now, flooding in Accra is not something which will happen once in 10 years. Every year, as we are today, every year you get 3-4 floods, and it will be extensive. That is guaranteed with the way we've developed. And if we don't start putting the long-term solutions in, we will continue to get flooded.
Right. Now, in the long term also, I've read papers that have suggested that we have stormwater management where we invest into subterranean storm drains, that basically storm drains that are beneath the surface of the earth that are interconnected, so that the water, the surface water, those we're able to hold with our retention ponds, we hold them, but for the bulk of it, they run underneath the earth. What do you think? How feasible do you think that sounds? Okay, we've lost engineer Ludwig Hesse. He is the president of the Ghana Institution of Engineers. We'll work the lines and get to him, but that was quite a conversation we're having with him a bit earlier. He's been talking about how we need to have retention ponds. All our retention ponds, he has said, are gone. Obviously, people have built in such spaces. He says that individually in our homes and new structures, real estates that are coming, we must insist that we have retention ponds. We retain the water to keep the water a bit. And he did mention that previously, it took a shorter time for the water up hills to get to the sea, but now it's taking more than an hour because people have built on the waterway, so there is that blockade. And no, we started a conversation.
So the points where water would have been retained,
exactly,
we've lost those to construction water view, so it's going to take longer for water to recede or seep into the soil.
Precisely. So you have a lot of flooding happening in most of our neighborhoods when it does rain. Engineer is joining us on the lines again. Engineer, please, your thoughts.
Yeah, Caleb. Thanks. Sorry for the line dropping.
That's fine.
The point you were asking about subterranean water storage.
Precisely.
Systems. Yes, and this is exactly what you are talking about. That subterranean water holding system should be built outside where the water drops. In our houses, in our communities, in the estate developments and things, we should be holding the water and letting it out. If the way Accra is developed now, if we're going to cut every road or put subterranean drain to carry water from Eburi to Accra, it's a huge undertaking. What we need to do is to hold the water in our various houses.
So you think that Accra
in that system? Every new development should by law do a subterranean storage of water and then let it out gradually. All new retrofits should by law do that. That's the way we are going to hold. You have to delay the outflow, the runoff. That's what we call it in engineering. You have to slow it down. You have to hold it. It was natural previously, where we had natural holding ponds. Now, those natural holding ponds have all been filled, and we don't have them. So we have to now create them artificially in our homes. That's the only way we can save Accra.
Let me pick your thoughts. Yeah. Let me pick your let me pick your thoughts on the moves to demolish and to desilt our storm drains and our major drainage systems, for example. We've seen that the assemblies and the regional authorities move to spaces that are built on waterways. They demolish some structures, they move on, it rains and the areas still get flooded. How are we approaching the demolition exercise such that it's not achieving its purpose? Should we continue it in the first place? How else should we do it if we have to?
Well, those who have built in waterways should be demolished, and there's no second thought about it. It doesn't mean that when they are demolished, the flooding problems will stop. It will mitigate something locally. But our big problems are big, and the solution is just not one or the other. Where Sakumono is being filled up, we should stop it. Where people have built where they shouldn't build, they should be demolished and be removed. And we should have a more consistent approach. Now, the complaints you hear in Sakumono is that they come in there and they are selective in the buildings they are pulling down. There doesn't appear to be a systematic approach to the way the demolition is being done, and that's the problem. But the people who have built in wrong places, they must be moved. I don't have any qualms about that at all. But that will not solve the flooding problems in Accra. It will mitigate it a little, but it will not stop it. If we allow it to go the way it's going, it will enhance the flooding problems. So we should stop it. The bigger problem is how the water, where it falls, and how to delay it from arriving in Sakumono, how to delay it in arriving at Kole, how to delay it in arriving at Peshi. This is our problems. We have to also start working on those things. It's so critical that we delay the flow of water that arrives in Sakumono and other places, even for us to say, let's be sure that the Sakumono, Kole, and other places are also available to hold the water that comes there. So it's not one or the other.
Right.
It's everything.
Thank you for your thoughts. And my final question, I mean, globally, everywhere you go, there are big conversations about building resilient, sustainable, livable cities. As engineers, when you consult for the state and the city of Accra, what's the plan? There's conversation about, look, Accra is choked, Accra is a lost cause. Let's start a new city altogether and put everything together from scratch. Is Accra salvageable, for want of a better word? And from the engineering perspective, do we need to rebuild a new capital altogether? What will be your comment on that?
Well, even if you go and build a new capital, people will continue to live in Accra. So the problem doesn't go away. So a new capital doesn't mean it. When Abuja was built, has Lagos changed? Nothing. So people will continue to live in Accra here, and the solutions that we need in Accra must be applied, in spite of the fact whether we decide to go and build a new capital or not. So I'm not very much interested in that discussion. The problem is that people are living here. 3, 4, 5 million people are living in Accra here, and their lives must be improved. This place must become livable, whether we have a new capital or not. And yes, our problems are salvageable. We've destroyed ourselves to a large extent, but we have to make some very hard decisions, implement some hard policies to start mitigating and reversing some of the bad trends to make this place really livable. For instance, we've broken the city into small municipal assemblies. And there are things that has to be managed together as a greater metropolitan area. And we don't have a clue as to do that. And this is something that we have to look at in terms of management. We talk about Dodo River. Dodo River cuts across from Aburi, from outside Greater Accra into Accra Central. And who manages that channel? Which assembly? And is there a consistent way in which we want to manage the Dodo River? If we travel from Accra to Amasaman, who is managing that road? Which assembly? And how is it divided? Is it one network, one arterial road that is being managed? We need to have some greater metropolitan management framework put in place to overcome the lack of coordination in getting some of the things done. And actually tomorrow, we are having some roundtable discussion with the architects and the planners and the surveyors to discuss this very topic.
Nice.
And to see if we can issue some guidance to government as to how we think this could be done.
Please keep us posted. We're interested.
This is a huge problem. From the management problem, from city administration problem, we have a big problem already because we've divided the city into so many small metropolitan areas. There are things they can manage well, but there are things they are not able to manage.
Thank you so much. We're grateful for your time. Engineer Ludwig Anan Hesse is the president of the Ghana Institution of Engineering. What he says that warms my heart is that Accra is salvageable. We need to put in the metropolitan management framework. So, Godfred and Kakra, there's some hope for Accra if we are willing to put in the hard work.
The hard work means making hard decisions.
Yep.
And that's what we are afraid to make as a city. Because there are elements of politics with it, there are elements of traditional authority with it. There are just two components of making this work that requires extreme will. But the thing is, if we don't start exercising that strong will to solve the problem now, the problem is going to get worse. As we can see, large parts of the city that previously did not get wet during the rains are now
didn't get flooded.
Yes, are getting flooded. Imagine we continue at this rate for the next 5 years. As Engineer Hesse told us, all the retention points are gone.
Yeah.
And for some reason, we seem to like building in these areas, either because we feel they are exclusive points. They are like points of prestige. I don't know. Everybody wants to go there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we take over those things, and at some point, we need to ask the hard question of the municipal assemblies and this matter of if you don't have a permit. There is no way somebody can build in your house with you living in the house without your permission. You will not wake up after a year and say, hey, where did this house come from? Why are you here? That is the scenario we have with...
They said they build at night, so they don't see.
So at night, the municipal authorities don't have eyes on the municipal...
But it's not even an adequate, excuse.
It's not like they are building bunkers. They are building houses.
Yeah. Just to chip it in, so that they are building at night. So what measure have you taken with that knowledge?
So we close at 5. We start 8 to 5. So at night we are not equipped with the tools to engage them. Yeah.
So because some of these things, I say if a municipal authority does regular inspections of certain places, if I have a Ramsar site in Ablekuma West, why would I not be checking the Ramsar site regularly?
In fact, you should have a security persons.
No, I mean, if you forget about security, you have a designated point that says this place does this in your area.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you go there to check regularly if it is performing its function?
You should.
So if I am in the Sakumo area and I know that there is a wildlife conservation point that is also a receptacle for water in my municipality, wouldn't I be going there every month or two? Wouldn't it be somebody's job to check? And if that person goes there and he sees that people are building there, that person would not be able to go back and say, hey, they are building there, and stop it. But we wait for somehow whole estates to develop in these places, and suddenly we pretend as if we are shocked, and then we are sending. And you see, the processes that lead to the establishment of these estates, these buildings in the water retention points at the Ramsar sites and whatnot. Like I was saying, Otojo, Tunga, when it was being filled, you could stand at the Dansmore roundabout and count 80 trucks.
National Cathedral is there.
Yes, when the National Cathedral was being redirected towards Dansuma. 60, 70 trucks in a week.
You could not have seen it.
If I, regular citizen,
you could not have missed it.
You could not have missed it.
If I, as a regular citizen, resident of the area, and I'm sure other residents also saw it, witnessed these trucks passing,
the assembly
did not notice that there were 60 trucks driving through it every day, going somewhere to fill, to have stopped it. What did they do? So it's the will
Yeah.
for somebody to say, look, what you are doing is wrong. This is not supposed to happen here. But everybody is compromising. Everybody is compromising. Everybody is saying, oh, let me ignore this one. Caleb is my friend. Okay, let Caleb take 3 or 4 acres. Okay, then Caleb takes the 3 or 4 acres. He gives Sky 2 acres. And then Sky 2 goes to do his deal. So we've turned the entire area into compromised estates. Now we can't break the estates. You see, like I was telling you another time, if we say we want to solve that problem there, in my area, we might have to clear 1,000 buildings. How are you going to clear 1,000 buildings now? Because I have to pay compensation. But why are we even compensating people for putting up illegal structures?
Must we compensate people who have put up illegal structures?
We report on the Sakumo demolitions all the time.
Straight answer to it.
People are weeping and people are saying, put a human face to it and do this and do that. But we forget that in putting that human face to it, people are drowning.
Yes. Human lives are going to be lost.
Are being lost. People's houses in proper areas are being lost simply because we are putting a human face to rogue activities.
But Godfred, there are criminal elements too, right? So if I'm imagining what the challenges of the assemblies can be, for example, in dealing with this, so that we can agree that, okay, fine, Sky is in charge of a particular municipal assembly. He's not compromised. He's not compromising. His people are professional. They're all aligned. But you go to the site where these people are failing or they are building illegally and they are armed and your guys are not armed. So sometimes maybe they are overpowered by the shared criminal elements who are engaging in these activities.
I don't take that.
You don't take that?
I don't take that. You see, because
they're armed though.
Yeah, but if you are armed and you are failing, okay, the trucks that are coming are not coming with an armed convoy.
Well,
if I see 5 trucks carrying sand towards an area, and as a municipal authority, I go there and I say, hey, where are you going with your trucks? Where are you going with your trucks? You can even just inform the police that these trucks are not supposed to be going here. They will deal with that matter.
So the supply.
You understand? They will deal with that matter. But if you wait for it to get to the site, they fill the place. How do you know what you need to fill water?
That's a lot.
Apart from the sand, you need the machines that will compact. You need compactors. Are compactors small machines?
They're not.
How do the compactors get there?
And it's not a day's work.
How do the compactors get there?
Just like Galam said, my guy.
How did they get there? The new road, the Western Link road that was constructed by Oswald. Go and look at the state of that road now. If even you are not aware of what is happening at the Tunga Otojo side, when you drive on that road, the first question you ask yourself is, what has led to the destruction of a 2 or 3 year old road like this? It's just trucks.
Heavily loaded trucks.
Heavily loaded trucks, excavators, graders, compactors being hauled to fill wetlands. That's all.
So there cannot be a reasonable excuse for the continuation of what we
I
are
think,
seeing.
look, the authorities, the municipalities need to stand up and be firm. Otherwise, they are just watching on us we die. They are just watching us on us people lose their property. Again, I struggle. You see, for me, I struggle to sympathize with the people who live in those areas and sometimes when we report, we show videos of them wailing and crying and saying, hey, my life is... What about my life? What makes your life more valuable than my life? So that's my position on that matter. So we should allow you to do what you are doing there so that my house will flood. When I die over there, who's sympathizing with me?
Exactly.
That is why I think we should have no room for, that pity party we do where we are breaking the houses and somebody will deliberately bring a small child. Hey, leave.
But make room for those who would have relied on some representation.
What kind of representation?
To get land in those spaces without any
prior
due diligence.
Kakra. The thing is
to expose the fact that these may well be waterlogged.
Factually speaking, there is no land there. They have created land.
They reclaimed.
Yes, there is no land. So you can't say that you found land that was bare and you wanted to build on it. There is no land.
Dry land.
Yes, there is nothing.
The people went to reclaim that.
We have a lot of messages and people are sending different thoughts and concerns as they experience the roads and their lived experiences. I'll be bringing you some of those shortly. But the Lexus University College is inviting students, workers, and the general public, especially those who are seeking world-class education, looking for a market-driven professional qualification, or those who want to top up their diploma to a bachelor's degree. The Lexus University College is the best place to do that. We have courses in undergraduate from BSc Nursing, Midwifery, all the way to Cybersecurity and Digital Forensics. We are located at Tema Community 25, Peace B Junction. delexusuniversity.edu.gh 0551 198 100 is the number to call for inquiries. Admissions are in progress, so please get in touch with us now. And life has a funny way of showing up uninvited. 1 minute everything is fine, no drama, then the next minute reality hits differently with hospital bills, emergencies, and expenses showing up. That's why IO annual cover got you covered. With just a yearly premium of 159 Ghana cedis, 264 Ghana cedis, or 396 for yourself and each family member, you get up to 16,000 plus to support your funeral expenses, and more than 300 Ghana cedis daily hospital cash benefit per night. You can add 6 family members from age 1 to 69 to your policy. So sign up now, log into your Momo app, go to financial services, select insure, tap on IO and follow the prompt, or dial star 928 star 101 hash, select annual cover and sign in. WhatsApp at 0596 918231. Follow IO online on all our socials. IO, because you care. Shine your eye when you receive urgent emails or messages about your bank account. Fraudsters create fake websites that look exactly like your bank's. Same logo, same color, same design. They may send you a link asking you to verify your details or risk losing access to your account. Once you enter your information, they can take control of your account. Before you click, check the link carefully. Some fake links may appear genuine at first glance but contain slight differences, such as extra letters, missing letters, or numbers replacing words. Others may use long, confusing web addresses or shortened links that hide the real website. Never click suspicious links. Instead, quickly visit your bank's official website for information or contact the bank directly using its official phone number. Shine your eyes, spot the fraud, stop the fraud. Kakra, we have messages from a number of our listeners.
Yes, and BB from North K says Bernard and team talking about feedback on roads. Well, Caleb and team talking about feedback on roads. The road linking the Dakuman post office and the Atiko factory, Tabo Street, was tarred and open to traffic just 2 weeks ago. Just after the few rains within 2 weeks, the tar is fast washing away. Potholes all over. So bad. Good morning, team. Hope you're good. This is Adelaide, DVLA. Please, the policemen who direct traffic at the Adenta junction worsen the traffic congestion in the morning. Instead of allowing the traffic to flow on its way, they interject, and that worsens the situation. Please address this. So the police will address that. This is on she sent this message from the joining. Okay, I don't understand, but somewhere on the Dodowa stretch. Good morning, City. The Adenta Dodowa Road has been halted for over 2 months now. Only dust, unnecessary ramps, and traffic. This is from Wishwell. There was a traffic light at Kaswa Chris Paul before you get to the overhead. When it was newly installed, sometimes all 3 lights come on at the same time. Does it mean like the red, yellow, and green? It's not just the availability and it's working, but sometimes the quality of these lights procured. Driving in Ghana at night is inshallah and 1 cedi. This is coming from
Dr. Amui.
Dr. Amui. It's true. Good morning, CBS team.
Yeah.
The issue about road maintenance is very sad. Earlier this year, potholes on the Spintex Road were patched. Fast forward to now, a few months after the maintenance, most of the places that were worked on have warped or developed potholes. Here's another. Good morning. Please, there's this service road at Malam that those of us going to Bawe use, when there's traffic on the main road.
Yeah.
Ghana Water has come to dig up for 2 weeks and over, and have left it unattended, causing massive traffic on the main road during rush hours and in the morning. Please use your medium to inform Ghana Water for us. And this is just some few meters away from the ECG substation at Malam. This is from a concerned citizen.
Very well. We will take a quick break. When we return, the Citi Business Festival on air series Day 2 will be on. We are bringing you part 2 of Starting Right Business Registration and Compliance. Stay with us.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Where do your hopes and dreams take flight? The money you've earned, the future shining bright. At Petra, we're not just here for your retirement plan. We are here for the life you've imagined and then some. From your child's education to your dream home's door, we'll help you achieve what you're striving for. Petra is here, steady and strong. Your wealth in safe hands, where it belongs. With investments that grow at rates that compete, we build your future with every heartbeat. That's Petra, your partner. Come joy or strife, guiding you toward the dreams that define your life. For your pensions, investments, loans, and more, visit our website at petraonline.com or call 0242 435037. Petra, achieve more.
Your skin deserves the best care possible. Introducing Princess Premium Lotion, crafted with vitamin B3 for all your skin types. Choose from our 4 luxurious variants: radiant skin with cocoa butter and vitamin E, skin revitalization enriched with aloe vera and vitamin E, healthy glow featuring lemon and vitamin E, plus SPF 15 sun protection, and skin rejuvenation with carrot oil and vitamin A. Take care of the future you with Princess Premium Lotion. Princess Premium Lotion is your perfect choice. Available now for your everyday skincare needs. The GC brand, it's all about you. This advert is FDA approved.
Your attention, please. Flight C8 has been delayed.
Again. Madam, can you please point me to the water fountain? And please watch my back and phone whilst I'm gone.
You can be a traveler with infinite worries.
Hello, Mr. Anand. Your lounge access is ready and your seat is warm.
Or you can be a traveler with infinite privileges.
Champagne, sir?
The original the drink. Choose EcoBank's infinite
If you are
privileges
listening to us
with
on
an
radio, this
EcoBank
is nice.
Visa Infinite Card. Access airport lounges worldwide, fast-track services, best-in-class daily limits, and enjoy other exclusive travel and lifestyle benefits. Infinite privileges await. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
.3 Citi FM. If you are watching us on If you are listening to us on radio, this is 97.3 Citi FM. If you are watching us on television, welcome to Channel 1 Television. I am Nik Amarteifio, welcoming you again to another honor series of the Citi Business Festival 2026, still in week 1, talking about the business registration and how to remain compliant. My guest is Frank Kudah. He is Assistant Chief Campaign Inspector at the Office of Registrar of Companies. Today we have a two-part show for you. First, we'll be talking about the non-compliance bits of business registration, and then later we'll go into the subject matter of beneficial ownership. Thank you so much for joining us this time around. Mind you, the 2026 edition of the Citi Business Festival is powered by 97.3 Citi FM and Channel 1 Television in partnership with APSA, and we are proudly sponsored by MTN Zonatech Ghana Limited as well as Petra Trust. Frank Opoku-Darko is my guest today on the Honor Series of the Citi Business Festival. He is the Assistant Chief Company Inspector at the Office of the Registrar of Companies. Frank, good to have you.
Same here.
Yeah, always a pleasure talking to you. Today we are talking about compliance in business registration. And this is a conversation that matters a lot to businesses as well as your office in particular. And so at what point do we say that a business is compliant or non-compliant?
Well, so let me put it plainly. To be compliant simply means adhering to statutory obligations.
Okay.
And compliance is not supposed to be punitive. It is actually for our own benefit. Let me take your listeners through, some importance of compliance, and then we can delve deeper. When you comply, you safeguard your own reputation. It builds customer trust. So people send us correspondences, they write to us, they want to do due diligence on companies. And then we write back to them, if you are not compliant, we tell them that your company is not compliant. Look at the reputational damage.
Okay.
Look at the trust issue. And you will find people, rushing or thronging to our premises just to be compliant only when they hear that there's a penalty that will be rolled out. Or, let's say, an investor, somebody wants to put money in, and they know that the person will do a background check on them. So then they come and want to comply with statutory obligations. But when you comply, it inures to your own benefit. It boosts investor confidence, access to finance, and what have you. So it is in the interest of businesses and companies to comply with statutory obligations.
You mentioned 4 key important, metrics when it comes to compliance. In terms of reputation, trust, access to finance, and even investor confidence. But this, you say, can only come if you adhere to the statutory obligations. And what are these statutory obligations?
Good. So with the sole proprietorship, every year, you are supposed to come and renew. You file so annual renewal.
Renewal is one.
Yes.
Okay.
With the companies, they file returns. So the chartered accounting firm, the auditors will prepare audited accounts for the year that they are coming to file.
Okay.
And then you fill annual return form. Then you come and file. So the same audited account that you send to GRA is the same audited account you bring to us. And then you are compliant. Then when you change directors, you change your registered office, for instance. Sometimes we go out and a company will say they are situated at Tesano. Then we go to Tesano to inspect the company. You realize that they have moved from Tesano to somewhere else, Bubuashi. So you need to file the necessary, changes with us. Anytime, you do have changes. Sometimes they do the changes at the registered office and they don't inform us. So when you change board of directors, you need to come and file the appropriate forms and update. Shareholders have changed, let us know. And then every year you need to file your annual returns if you're a company, and if you're a sole proprietorship, you need to renew your business, annual renewal.
Okay, so with the renewal, sole proprietorship, how much?
It's only 70 cedis.
70 cedis for the entire year.
Yes,
in terms of the renewal. Yes. What about partnerships and companies?
Partnerships, companies, they pay 175 Ghana cedis.
When? Is it end of year, December 31?
So
or where exactly?
some have 31st, some have end of July, some have end of December. Most people, their financial year end will be 31st December.
Okay. Yes. And all of these, I have to come to the office to do them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So if I don't do all of these, what is at stake? Do I lose my registration status? Do you penalize me? Or is it a combination of both?
So with a limited liability, there'll be penalties.
Okay.
Under the new act, companies that were registered before we started with this type of registration, those who were registered before the new act came into being, they are supposed to come and update certain things. You need to come and update us with the beneficial owners of the company. And then you need to come and change the suffix of the company. And then every 6 years, you're supposed to change your auditors. So these are all things that you need to comply with the new Companies Act. So if you fail to comply, there'll be penalties. So with the beneficial ownership, for instance, you pay a fine of 500 cedis. If you have not come to update us. Those that registered their businesses when we had started implementing the new act, they are free. Those that were registered before we started, they are supposed to come and update us with their beneficial owners. So you need to we have a beneficial ownership register in place, and companies that were registered before we started with the new act are supposed to come and update us. And every 6 years under the new act, you're supposed to change your auditors. So these are some of the things that you have to do. Companies that, are non-compliant, you would usually find that the company secretary has little or limited knowledge in company law. So your company secretary, who is the administrator sort of in the company, is supposed to advise and help you comply with these provisions in the act.
I see. So in worst case scenario, for one reason or the other, as a business, I face an issue. There is some bottleneck in there. I'm not able to satisfy my statutory, obligations. You penalize me or even make me lose my registration status. Can I appeal? Is there room for that? Or one that happens, that's it?
If you come and pay, we'll reinstate.
Okay, so that's how it works.
Yes, so you should come and pay. Yes.
Okay, so in this final leg of the conversation, I really want you to talk to me about this bit of how businesses operating in the informal sector can transition into this whole business of formalization. What's your take on this?
So, two things. Some of them are not registered.
Okay.
So when we go out to inspect these companies, you realize that overwhelming majority, have not registered and yet are operating. We don't have any problem if you are not using a name, a business name. So you will find somebody using something ventures, Amata Ventures, happily using a name that the person has not registered. You are supposed to register the business before you use the name. So when we go out, we do advise them, we tell them of the benefits of formalizing their businesses, coming to register a business and getting access to finance and all of that. Where the other part is the people who are registered and have not renewed their businesses. In the Business Names Act, you are supposed to lose your business if after a year of operating you don't come to renew. It will elapse. So, as if for us to keep the business name for you, you are paying us for that. We are keeping it for you. So every year you renew the contract. You renew by paying some small amount. So with the sole proprietorship, you pay 70, like I said. Companies, you pay, 175. And with the external companies, they pay 750 USD, cedis equivalents.
I see. All right, Frank Opoku-Darko is Assistant Chief Company Inspector at the Office of the Registrar of Companies. Well, I just want you to leave listeners and viewers with one key message when it comes to business registration in Ghana. You have been doing this for a very long time, and I'm sure you've learned some lessons, both on the company side and also the business side. And so if there is any entrepreneur listening to us, watching us, what would that advice be?
So I will tell them that it is in their interest to renew your business or file your annual returns. The registrar has been magnanimous enough to extend the deadline from April 30th to end of June. So businesses, companies still have some time to come and file their businesses. For those who have not registered, I will tell them that they need to come and register, because when you register, you come into the formal sector. There are a lot of benefits that will come to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Frank. I really want to appreciate your time with us here on the Honor Series of the Citi Business Festival, really helping us appreciate the formalization of business in terms of business registration and some of the pitfalls businesses can avoid. But we are still live here on the Honor Series of the Citi Business Festival 2026. Stay with us. When I come back from this break, I'll be speaking to another officer from the Office of the Registrar of Company, this time around on the subject matter of beneficial ownership. You're welcome back to the Honor Series of the Citi Business Festival 2026. Still our conversation about starting right business registration and compliance simplified. I told you it's a 2-in-1 show today, and joining me now is a senior state attorney at the Office of the Registrar of Company. This time around, dovetailing into the subject matter of beneficial ownership. Elizabeth Osai Omane is my guest. Elizabeth, welcome. Good to have you.
Thank you. Thank
How
you
are
for
you
having me.
Always a pleasure to speak to officials from your office. I mean, someone may ask, I run my business, I'm the owner. This time around, there is this part of the registration process talking about beneficial ownership. I mean, the name alone intrigues me. I don't know what to make of this. So when we say beneficial ownership or beneficial owner, who are we talking about? What are we talking about? And how is it significant when it comes to the registration process?
Okay, thank you so much for the question. Beneficial ownership is a new introduction, actually a global one, which began in earnest in Ghana around 2016. The aim of it is to promote corporate transparency and to ensure that all businesses have a fair level playing field, you know, on which to transact business. Basically, that is what beneficial ownership is about.
So is this person different from the main owner of the business?
Well, this may or may not be the case. So in certain instances, and I would say mostly in Ghana, you know, also looking at our cultural perspectives, mostly people are the true owners of businesses. Most businesses in Ghana are family businesses and so on and so forth. But there might be certain instances where for some purposes, it might be legal or an illegal purpose. For some reason, some people may not be interested in having their details, you know, put out. And for that reason, there might be someone behind the company other than that person that has been stated as the shareholder, for example.
Yeah. So from what you just said, it means that the beneficial owner is different from the shareholder of the company.
Could be different, yes. In certain instances, the shareholder is the true owner. In that case, we need you, that person, to declare yourself as the true owner, as the beneficial owner. But if in the case where it is someone else other than you, then you need to declare that person as the beneficial owner.
So what kind of person best fits for this particular, you know, beneficial ownership?
Yeah, okay. So when we talk about beneficial ownership, it refers to persons who are either the financial beneficiaries of a company. They are the ones who benefit economically from a company. It may also be people who are the true decision makers in a company. Okay, so sometimes there are people who might be in the boardroom, but then there might be someone whose voice is louder than all those people in that boardroom. And so when they take a decision, no matter what has been, discussed in the boardroom, for example, it might be the case that that decision would be overturned. So these are all people who qualify. And then also people who might have informal arrangements with the company, deciding that hold the shares on my behalf, for example, and then I'll be at the back, benefiting from that,
Okay, so simply the person must have some form of economic or financial interest.
Yes, or also control and influence.
So
that's also exactly,
financial or economic interest.
Yeah.
So when I come to the office of the registrar of company, for example, and I'm registering my business, I think in our previous episodes, we really understood how the registration process is like, how you fill the form. But if I cast my mind back, I didn't see any part of the form in terms of the sole proprietor. So maybe my question to you is that, is the beneficial owner just for sole proprietorship, or it cuts across all the different aspects of the business entities?
Okay, thank you very much. That's a good question. Actually, it's for now restricted to companies.
Okay.
So all types of companies limited by shares, unlimited companies, external companies, as well as companies limited by guarantee. Okay. So for partnerships and sole proprietorships, they are not legally mandated. Yes.
Okay. And so what kind of person should this person be? Politically exposed person, as a person? I don't know why Elizabeth is laughing, because it's a big question when it comes to beneficial ownership. Yeah. So is it just anybody at all? Once I have the economic interest or financial capacity to, fund a business, I qualify to be a beneficial owner.
Okay, so actually anyone who falls in the categories we have mentioned, control, influence, and then economic benefits, they are all beneficial owners. But particularly important is the fact that we also need to know if, as a beneficial owner, you are also a politically exposed person. That's also very critical information that needs to be put out. Because when it comes to the beneficial ownership regime, apart from the fact that it is aimed at corporate transparency, it is also one of the routes that is used in combating financial crimes. Okay. Yeah, so if you're a politically exposed person, we need to know. And it shouldn't just be you, that politically exposed person, holding a position, but also close family members of yours and close business associates of yours. They are also classified as politically exposed. So if you're a beneficial owner and in addition you are a politically exposed person, you are required to provide that information also.
Okay.
Yeah.
A really interesting conversation we're having with Elizabeth Osai-Omani, Senior State Attorney at the Office of the Registrar of Company, laying the foundation as to what it means when it comes to beneficial ownership, or who a beneficial owner is in terms of the company structure. But I know you had mentioned earlier that when it comes to beneficial owners, we are looking at transparency, we are looking at maybe due diligence, extensive one, of course. And so we've ruled out the dynamics when it comes to whether the person is a politically exposed person or not. But for example, if the person is a politically exposed person, I really want you to explain further. What will it take for that person to qualify as a beneficial owner?
Okay. All right. So normally in the structure of things, we first need to identify if you are a beneficial owner. And in that instance, then we need to know, what type of beneficial owner are you? Are you, in addition, a politically exposed person? Because that's very critical information. So just being a politically exposed person does not necessarily qualify you to be a beneficial owner. The beneficial ownership comes first. So if you are the true owner of a business, and for some reason your name is not appearing on the main documents, then in addition, we want to know, are you politically exposed? Because being politically exposed means that, you have more powers to control certain things and how contracts are awarded and all that. And we need to know that in determining,
so you are afraid some form of, influence will come in there.
Yes. It's also aimed at, this whole regime is also aimed at protecting the coffers of the country. So, yes.
Okay, so you are looking at illicit financial flows, money laundering, and how we combat all of these things. And so, in a worst case scenario, I qualify as a beneficial owner. I've been registered as the beneficial owner of the company, but somewhere along the line, things go south. They realize that, well, I'm doing certain things that do not inure to the benefits of the company. And in the context of this compliance bit of the conversation we are having, what does it look like in terms of compliance, in terms of penalties? Because I know that when these things do not go right, companies will suffer.
Yes, yes, very true. So the regime started in full force in 2020, at the end of 2020. So all companies that were in existence before 2020 are expected to update the registry with information on their beneficial owners. And non-compliance with this comes with a sanction, which is a 500 cedi penalty, which was rolled out actually at the beginning of this year. So companies that are in default are already suffering from that penalty, and so we would encourage them to come and file their information. Yes.
So how many beneficial owners can a company have?
Oh, there is no limit to it. However, for companies that have shares, when it comes to the economic benefit side, there are thresholds that apply for the declaration of the information.
Are you able to explain that?
Yes. So if you have interest in any shares, up to the tune of 20% of the shares of the company, yes, then you are supposed to declare. And then also for companies that fall within high-risk sectors, there are sectors that we have classified as high risk, which include the real estate sector, the financial sector, the gaming sector. All these companies that fall within that bracket also have a 5% threshold that they used to declare. And all these, as we've mentioned, are for shareholding. Okay. And then also for foreign politically exposed persons, the threshold for reporting is 5%. For local politically exposed persons, there is no threshold. So 0% interest. As long as you have anything above 0%, yes, you have to declare your information.
Indeed. So how are these persons verified? What kind of documentation do you look out for when the approval process is going on?
Okay. So they fill a different form. You mentioned that you didn't see that on the main form. There is a separate form for declaring beneficial ownership information. So you provide us with your name, your nationality. You need to provide us with a copy of your ID, your Ghana card. If you're a foreigner, then you need to provide a copy of your foreign ID. Yeah, and these are some of the informations that we collect, and also whether you are politically exposed or not.
I think that's a big one, right?
Very important.
It matters to you, and since you are the senior state attorney at the OIC, I mean, I understand where you are coming from. But Elizabeth, you are wrapping up on this particular one. So, beneficial ownership, not the same as shareholders, could be. Not necessarily next of kin in that bracket.
Exactly.
And so, it's quite intertwined, and it means like a lot of things. So in simple language for the uninitiated who is listening to us and who is coming across this particular aspect of the registration for the first time, if I walk to your office to register as a company, I'm mandated by law to add a beneficial owner or complete processes for beneficial ownership, right? And which this person means somebody who has an economic or financial interest in the company.
Yes, and then anyone who owns or controls or influences the company. Yes, so these are the the different areas that through which you can become a beneficial owner.
So if I don't have anyone to qualify or fitting for that rule, I cannot register my business.
Well, truth is there will definitely be someone because if it is not through economic interest, there's definitely someone who controls or influences decisions in the company, whether it's through voting rights or through any other form, informal arrangement. So definitely there will be someone, and we will take this information before we register your business. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Elizabeth Osayomane, a senior state attorney at the Office of the Registrar of Companies, concluding for us the subject of getting it right, business registration and compliance simplified, concluding for us with the issue of beneficial ownership on the honor series of the Citi Business Festival 2026, right here on 97.3 Citi FM, as well as Channel 1 Television. Mind you, the 2026 edition of the Citi Business Festival is powered by 97.3 Citi FM as well as Channel 1 Television in partnership with Absa Bank. We are sponsored by MTN, Zonate Ghana Limited, as well as Petra Trust. Thank you so much for staying with us. We'll come your way same time tomorrow.
is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
This June, all roads lead to Accra. WAMPEX, the West African Mining and Power Expo, returns from the 3rd to the 5th of June for its 19th edition. Endorsed by the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, WAMPEX brings together over 6,000 mining professionals and over 250 local and international exhibitors. Meet the people behind West Africa's mining operations, discover new suppliers, and make the connections that move projects forward. From a high-level conference to innovation hub workshops and valuable networking opportunities, now hosted at its new home, the La Palm Royal Beach Hotel in Accra. Headline sponsors: Anglo Gold Ashanti, Goldfields, and B5+. Register now for free visitor access at www.wampexwestafrica.com and be a part of West Africa's leading mining event.
So what goes into building quality structures? I mean, literally, what goes into it? Kudah, you don't want to be sitting here somewhere worrying whether or not you did a really good job. It's a very simple equation. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, massa, forget it. Don't start cry. Menye, diamond cement has been providing builders, block makers, and construction companies that peace of mind for years. Diamond cement is 42.5 R grade cement. Unbeatable quality made right here in Ghana. And because we have your pocket in mind, we provide 32.5 R grade so that everybody getting on. No long talk, Jack. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, don't start. Locate Diamond Cement Ghana Limited nationwide with factories in Aflao, Takrade, and Buipe, or call 0244-313-368 or 0540-111-978 or 0202-021-175. Diamond Cement, still as hard as a diamond.
Looking for a burst of flavor in every sip? Discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor, perfect fit anytime. How about a fruity adventure? Try our delightful Piva orange fruit drink packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Our Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink and don't miss out on the refreshing Piva Tangerine fruit drink, bursting with tangerine flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store. Call us on 055-00-322-31. Piva, a taste you love. This advert is FDA approved.
P for Piva.
Hey, Charlie, these days there are Azan everywhere, and GCB Bank is on the alert to protect your money. So be vigilant. I should share my OTP with you. How can you tell me this story? Masa, one-time PIN no be group work, so don't share. Azan, they say share your PIN for them to help you. Azan, unknown link, bia, no click so Bebre Azan. Free ATM help, say. My friend, look sharp. GCB Bank will never ask for your PIN, OTP, or Ghana card details. Don't fall victim. Think before you click or send anything. Azan Boys Day Street. So DG, call 0800-422-422 toll free or WhatsApp 0202-422-422 when in doubt. Azan is brought to you by GCB Bank, your bank for life.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Slow motion, go down, click, go lotion. Sponsor my big motion. My jaw don't fall for ground.
It's 37 after 9. Always great conversations here on the Citi Breakfast Show. What next are we bringing you? We have a special conversation with the Director General of Senate coming your way very shortly because they are launching something massive for our pensioners, and very soon perhaps it will reach the rest of us too, right? It's called the Telehealth Service Initiative for Pensioners. What is that about? I have Mr. Kwesi Afre-Baani, Director General of Senate, in the studio, and we'll be having that conversation very shortly. Now, in the world moving towards sustainability, Super Cement is leading the way with LC3 technology and eco-friendly innovation, making us Ghana's best choice. Choose Super Super Fast 32.5 hour grade. That's for plastering, mortar screeding, and block laying. If you use our heavy-duty Super Power 42.5 hour grade, that one is durable for foundations, coastal works, and high-rise structural works. Super Cement dries fast, is waterproof, and prevents moisture damage and powdery walls. So call us 055 30 60 517. Available at leading building material outlets across Ghana. Super Sam, build a dream. And to all our Bluetoothful customers at Omni Basic Bank, your security is our priority. Before engaging in any financial offer or investment opportunity, please take a moment to confirm through our official channels. Remember, Omni Basic Bank will never request for your PIN, your password, your card details, OTP, or any confidential information via phone calls, SMS, email, or social media. Always rely on our verified communication channels and avoid sharing sensitive information with unverified sources. 0800 100 790 is the number to call for assistance. Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. And if you're looking for a best of flavor in every sip, please discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. We have Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, and Piva Tangy. So grab yours today. It's always available now at a local store near you. Call at 0550-032231. Piva beverages, a taste you will love. So, Mr. Kwesi Afre-Baani, you're welcome to the studio. Good to have you.
Good morning, my brother, and good morning to Ghanaians.
Great. And so you're the Director General for Senate. How have you warmed yourself into the new role? Just before we get into the conversation, how is the Senate hot seats feeling like?
I think it's been an exciting time, an opportunity to serve Mother Ghana. And when you get the privilege to serve the people, it's one that you should hold close to your heart and give of your best.
Nice one. We don't always get you in the studio, so it's always a good opportunity to open the conversation by finding out what's the mandate and what's the vision. Before we get to talk about the Telehealth Service Initiative, what do you see as your core mandate and what legacy do you want to leave behind by the time you're done?
The core mandate for Senate is actually defined by law. We are to run the tier 1 of the Ghana's 3-tier pension system. And our core mandate is to collect contributions, invest the contributions wisely, and pay the benefits associated with the scheme, i.e. Payment of pensions, payment of immigration benefits to people who are permanently leaving Ghana.
Right.
Invalidity pensions is part of it. And for people who don't meet the full 15-year requirement, get the opportunity to be paid lump sums. If we are unfortunate to lose you before the guaranteed period, we also would pay lump sum to your beneficiaries.
Right.
So that basically, in summary, is the core mandate of the trust.
Fantastic. And the legacy?
Well, I have a 4-pronged legacy that I want to leave behind. One is impact.
Okay.
Impact in the sense that during this period, we want to build a digitally led business that brings accessibility and convenience to the people that we serve.
That's fine.
The second thing I want to leave behind, again, on the same principle of impact, is going beyond pensions.
Right.
And one of the going beyond pension initiatives is what we launched today,
right.
the telehealth. There are many others in the pipeline. Yeah. I'm sure 6 weeks from now, maximum, we'll be launching another one.
In fact, a little bird whispered into my ears that sometime last year you promised the pensioners that you are going to launch this telehealth initiative. So congratulations, you fulfilled that particular one. Tell us about it. What is it going to change for pensioners? What is the telehealth initiative about?
It is an initiative that came out of listening.
Okay.
One of the groups that I hold dear and sacred to my heart is the Pensioner Association and the various pensioner groups.
Right.
And anytime we engage them, they raise the issue of access to healthcare, cost of medical care, and all that. So we thought through and felt that we needed to find a way of solving for this.
Right.
We then leveraged on the fact that every member of the scheme belongs to NHIA, because every contribution that we collect, out of the 13.5 that we collect, 2.5 is given to NHIA. We keep 11% for our operations. So every member of the scheme belongs to NHIA.
Right.
So we sat with Trust Hospital that we own and the NHIA and designed a telehealth project.
Telehealth project
that enables all our pensioners to dial in, receive medical care, proper diagnosis, and ultimately prognosis, which will lead to administering drugs for free.
Hey, that's a big deal.
It is
they dial in, and then so what? Take me through it. How does it work?
Okay, so a pensioner dials in.
I'm a pensioner.
They would request for your SNET number. Once validated, they would direct you to a doctor.
Okay.
If it's a video call, the doctor would have the opportunity to see you in motion.
Okay.
But if it's a telephone call based on questions, the doctor will be in a position to do some diagnosis.
Right.
After the diagnosis is done, if it is one that doesn't require additional referral, the doctor will go ahead and direct us to the drugs that needs to be administered to you.
Okay.
We've made arrangements with various pharmacies where the drugs can be picked, and then we would be reviewing as and when. There are times too as well that we would refer you to come and have a physical engagement as well.
Okay.
But this is the beginning point. And crucially, what this offers a lot of pensioners is that if you are living in a community where you don't have a good clinic nearby,
hard to reach areas.
Hard to reach areas. 2, a lot of pensioners suffer mobility challenges as they grow.
That's very true.
So the whole bit of leaving their homes, going to queue at the hospital is addressed by initiative like this.
That's really true. And all this is coming from listening to the pensioners, as you said.
Listening to them, picking insights and feedback from them, and we deciding to solve for impact.
Now you're going to healthcare and things all.
We go into healthcare as part of the broader mandate to seek pensioner welfare.
Yeah.
Because we are getting into the space where we want to go beyond just paying pensions and being just an administrator of pensions to ensuring that social protection for the pensioner is top of mind for us.
I really like this. Does it come to a cost to the pensioner though?
It comes at no cost to the pensioner.
You're saying this is free?
This is free because we're doing so together with the NHIA.
Okay.
And together we've designed this to ensure that this comes at no cost to the pensioner.
Wow.
Let me flag, however, that in instances where the medication that is to be administered isn't covered by the NHIA, in those instances, then you've got to pay for those drugs.
Okay.
But the diagnosis is free, the consultation is free, and if the medication that is offered is covered by NHIA,
you get it free as well. So that I don't know. Did you answer the question? Did you add whether or not maybe if we have to get the medication delivered to us because we have the mobility challenge? Is there a delivery component to this so that the diagnosis is done online? Maybe I'm a regular at a particular hospital. The doctor has my files already. I have a persistent challenge and he takes a look at it, prescribes a medication. Does that come with delivery, for example, because I'm unable to move or something like that?
For people with pure mobility challenges, we will do that. But the general rule will be one in which we will refer you to pharmacies closest to you.
Okay.
So that you basically go there and you pick the drugs. But for people who can't move at all,
right,
we could give mandate to your caretaker, and if there is no caretaker, it is one that will pick up.
I really like this. This is very commendable. And you've introduced what is called the co-location arrangement with some selected banks. So what informed this initiative? First of all, tell us a bit about this co-location arrangement with the banks, what it does, and why we've rolled that also out.
It immediately increases our footprints at least cost to serve.
Right.
On average, we're opening about 2 branches per year.
Right.
But we realized that we have 53 branches. The districts in Ghana alone are more than 200. So there are many districts that were not fiscally present. We thought through deeply and felt that if we are to increase accessibility and for people who still want to engage with that face-to-face, they needed to have a contact point to reach out to us. We engaged banks, went to them with a proposal that sought to partner to allow us to operate from their premises. So year to date, we've rolled out 15 co-location points this year alone.
15
co-location points this year alone.
Wow.
So today, if you are at Akosombo,
yes,
you no longer need to go to Somenya. Nice. You go to Akosombo GCB,
nice,
and you are taken care of. If you are at in Price, so you don't need to descend the hill to Nkoko. You go to CBG in Price, and you are taken care of. If you are in Mankesim, you no longer need to go to Swedro. You go to GCB Mankesim,
and you are
taken
sorted. Right.
If you are at Tema East and you are close to the EcoBank there, you don't need to go to our office. But this also does something. It allows people in the normal course of business, which is going to a bank to do your normal activities, to attend to your SNIT needs as well.
Right.
So it's a win-win situation for the banks, for our members, and for we as a trust, because we are delivering this at least cost to serve.
My guest in the studio this morning is Mr. Kwesi Afrɛ-Baini. He's Director General for SNIT, and we are having a conversation. SNIT is launching its telehealth services initiative, and he's been walking us through it, what it seeks to achieve. If you ask me, it's a very, very brilliant and timely innovation that they are rolling out. Quite recently, you were quoted as saying that the SNIT will soon introduce loyalty programs for members in the scheme. What does that mean in practical terms also for contributors and pensioners?
For practical terms, you are a member of the scheme. When we roll this out in about 6 weeks' time, what that gives you is that once you pick your Visa card, that we would issue to you for free, and you go to a partner retail outlet, immediately you pay for the card, it activates the discounts for you.
Wow.
And again, this is being done for our members for free. You will not pay for the Visa card. It's a co-branded Visa card that will be issuing together with the EcoBank. So all you need to do, load the card in the keke and you swipe.
It looks like a good time to be a pensioner.
It is a good time to belong to this scheme.
Under the care of Mr. Kwesi Afrɛ-Baini.
Thank you.
We like it. This is really good. Now, last year, we were wrapping up. You talked about the virtual branches as well, right? What has been the impact of this initiative so far, and how has it improved access to SNIT services for its members?
It's been incredible. Post the launch of the virtual branch in December, over 41 transactions have been processed by the virtual branch. Close to 300,000 of our members have downloaded the app. In fact, last month alone, 41,000 people downloaded the app.
Last month alone?
Last month
41,000.
41,000. Now, when we also made the decision for all pensioners to renew their life certificates, initially only 4% in January were using the virtual and digital services to renew their. By last month, it had improved to 30. So we're basically changing the way people engage with us. We want to make digital first and face-to-face complementary to digital first.
No, more grease to your elbows. We really like what you're doing. Wishing you well. Take your final comment. But when next will we see you? Because we have a lot to talk about, aside the things you're doing for the pensioners. The students also have conversations they wish to have with you with respect to the hostel and SNIT's involvement in those. But that certainly will come up when we get to meet you some other time. Hopefully it will be soon, right?
Very soon we will have that. But in rounding up, let me share the telehealth toll-free number.
Great.
0800
yes
877 555. 0800 877 555.
Good one.
Dial and be taken care of.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Mr. Kwesi Afre-Baini, Director General Senate, for passing through, and wish you all the best. Where has the launch happened already?
No, the launch is happening at 10:30 this morning. So right from here, I move to one of our investments, La Palm, for the lunch.
No, we'll be there.
Thank you, and see you at La Palm.
We'll be there. So thank you so much.
Cheers and God bless.
We'll release you so you can get there on time.
Thank you.
Many blessings. Thank you so much for passing through the studio. His name is Kwesi Afre-Baini, Director General Senate.
Slow motion, go down, click, cocoa lotion, sponsor my big motion. My jaw don't fall for ground. You sip, drink, eye contact. Once way, my heart contract. You laugh small, I know if you act. I got to talk you now. Oh, wine on your waist. It is sweet, it is my breath. Turn around, make I see your face. You dey bust my mind again. You dey do me. Step now, holiday. My wine on your waist, now your body be my escape. Oh yeah. You say, boy, why you shy so? I said, now you they do so. You put close, whisper slow. Show me how the rhythm go. We move left, right, same time. Two hearts, we be same line. You say, tonight make we no mind any talk. We go here for my wine on your waist. It is sweet, it is my brain. Turn around, make I see your face. You dey bust my mind again. You dey do me every step now, holiday. No one on your waist, now your body be my escape. Hey, hey.
And the biggest football tournament is here. DSTV is giving you front row seats to all the action live. It's the FIFA World Cup 2026, and it's that time when everything can wait. With 48 teams participating, this World Cup is one for the books. Watch all 104 games on 4 dedicated HD channels, world-class commentary, analysis, and live analysis on Super Sport on DSTV from 11th June to the 19th of July. DSTV is your #1 spot for everything World Cup. Get your decoder today at only 69 CDs. Reconnect for as little as 58 Ghana CDs. Get ready for an experience you can't miss. DSTV, your home of entertainment. And if you're ready to lead beyond limits with sharper thinking, smarter decisions, greater impact, the Management Bootcamp 2026 is here. An exclusive leadership development experience powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 Citi FM. It's designed for ambitious professionals, executives, entrepreneurs, and business leaders. The bootcamp equips participants with practical tools to thrive in today's fast-changing business world. Expect powerful sessions in strategy, leadership, customer service, and digital marketing, delivered by top industry experts. Sunday, 21st June to Friday, 26th June, 2026 is when it's happening at the Platinum Bay Hotel, Bokobi. 0501 145 434 is the number to call. Limited seats are available, so please call to register now. The Management Bootcamp 2026, Shaping Leaders, Transforming Businesses. Management Bootcamp 2026 is powered by Channel 1 TV with support from 97.3 Citi FM. Guess who has been working with us for the last 15 years? Petra. 15 years of working live with you and we see your journey, not just your retirement. From building wealth to settling down, we have solutions for every term. Investments to build your future, insurance to protect what matters, easy homes to unlock your own doors early. We don't just manage money, we understand your story. Join the Petra family today and let's do life together. PetraOnline.com is where to visit. Petra, achieve more. And loads of your messages that came through much earlier. Some sent voice notes also that we could not bring to you. Apologies for that. We'll bring you more tomorrow. Good morning, City. Please help draw the authorities' attention to the Race Junction Ashalibotre Road, especially from 3rd Gate to Race Junction, the same stretch with the new DVLA office. The road damages our cars even before you can enter the DVLA for a roadworthy test. Is a daily struggle commuting on that road. The thought of using that stretch alone causes panic attacks. We, the road users on this side of town, would be grateful if this is addressed. Abna sent this from a Delta. In fact, that is correct. I think you're talking about the road that brings you from the Ashalibotre School Junction all the way to Race Junction. That connection from the Azamaya Hots all the way to the traffic light on the main stretch. It's a terrible stretch of road, and sometimes you want to dodge that by going all the way through Adenta and using a different way. It's quite terrible. Abna, thanks for drawing our attention. We'll continue the conversation tomorrow. Thank you so much for always being a part of our conversations. 97.3 Citi FM. My name is Caleb Kudah. We had a full house. Richard Dela, Bernardino Avle, Francisca, Kakra, Forson, Godfred Akoto Boafo. Many thanks to the production team. Fred Tete Jabano, Shiba Abba Bennett, Samuel Attah-Mensah, Godfred Odum, the richest man. My name is Caleb Kudah. Have a blessed day.
Highly spiritual.
Baby, that I was Nik Amarteifio.